lot of niggas ain't scared to slide through. A lot of niggas ain't scared to slide through.
What's good, everybody? It's your man Chris back here for another episode of the Slide Through. Fellas.
Yeah.
It was good, man.
Chilling.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was here this week, man.
Yeah, man, you know. I thought you had to work again. You know, you be slaving on Saturdays nowadays. Nigga cracking no beer. What the fuck you got,
That ain't no
man?
beer. That's my unleaded fuel.
That shit crack like a beer can.
Hey, I be scared at work. It was like when I be on the phone and I open a Red Bull can,
Yeah.
I was like, man, I hope they don't think I'm drinking.
Think you drinking?
I mean, sometimes I really do.
Stop, man.
I got my Hennessy.
I ain't gonna lie, I had to work
on them customers.
But I got a new job now. I'm on like 100% remote though.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm getting used to it. I like the company I'm with. They're pretty cool so far. But
That's dope.
I
Congrats,
had
man.
to get up out of the slave shit. Even though the slave shit always welcomes me back when I need the money. I ain't never gonna be at lack because they'll be like, you want to pick up some? Because I done built that relationship with them. Like, yeah, I come get some. But
Yeah, it's
man.
always good to keep them spots open, man, because shit.
Never know.
Everything don't always go as planned, you know what I'm saying? So
Nope.
if you can go back and get them, keep them ends flowing in, nah, you good.
Yeah.
You always good. Shit, what's been going on, man?
No.
I just seen some shit a little bit ago.
What?
What the fuck, Stephen A. out here tripping on
I
Twitter?
would call a prostitute. I mean, it's about, man, do y'all watch his show though?
No, but damn.
Watch his show. Him on his show is totally different than him on ESPN. On him on his show, he be cussing.
Oh, yeah.
He get into
I
his
believe
brother
that.
talk shit, and it be funny as hell.
Well, whatever. He thought he was still on his show, and he put this shit on Twitter.
I mean, that's the funny thing. Like, I think a lot of the broadcast channels, they are picking up. They was like, look, we either gonna have to open this thing up. I mean, because these podcasts, these players taking over with these podcasts, man.
Hell yeah.
Like, everybody has their own channel.
And you know what's funny? The ESPN was the main proponent against that. Because you usually, if you connect like Mark, where you work at, you connected to him. So the way ESPN was doing it, because even the handbooks, you can read it. Don't do nothing detrimental to something. And they treated those sportscasters like this, so they couldn't do what they wanted to do. You remember
Right.
Jamel Hill spoke out? Nah, Stephen A. be talking. That nigga be going there on politics, hood shit, women. I watch his stuff, and it's refreshing.
I ain't got
But I feel bad for Jamel and them though, man. Cause my favorite show, I don't know about y'all, but his and hers.
I mean, they had some good shows. They had some good shows, but like, I mean, my go-to was always First Take.
First Take.
Just, I mean,
You like debate though.
exactly. So it was one of those to where, you know, go to that and then podcast recently. I mean, Gil's Arena has been the one that they be on that like.
But some of this stuff, Rashad can't say some stupid shit.
He's not. I'm just saying.
You already know how I
He's not
feel about
bright.
McCann.
He's not bright.
You
Like
know
some
how I
of the
feel
points he
about
be trying to make.
Yeah.
I was like,
But he entertaining. That's the thing about podcast. Podcasting really gives people characters. Like that's like when you in. I think because you go to school for broadcasting, right, Chris? You know you gotta go to school. They teach you. You know this is how you act. You know, podcasting is give you a mic.
Yep.
Share your opinions. Let's go.
And
That's what it has turned
uncensored
into.
opinions.
Yeah.
That's really the like, ooh.
Cause I love my favorite podcast. Is always Joe Bud. That's just my shit.
So yeah.
Frequently, I pinpoint every time he drop everything. I love Joe Budden's. I love Gil's. I like Paul George's now.
I've heard one of his. I've heard one of Pat Bell's. But if I had,
What about Dre?
Oh yeah, I listen to Draymond. I was like, Draymond. His the pivot. I like theirs.
Pivot, yeah. Do you miss what's the name though? Do y'all miss I Am Athlete with?
You talking about with Brandon Marshall?
Yeah, with all of them together. I ain't
Not
gonna lie.
necessarily.
They
I
were
mean,
good, bro.
They were. I mean, I think all of them, like, I was like, why did they break up? You know, that type thing. But
it's sticky.
I mean,
their visions didn't line up from what people say. Well, what they say. They say Brandon wanted to go in this direction. They wanted to go in this direction. So they didn't line up.
I can see that. I mean, everybody had their own little things that they like Pivot. They seem to bring the people's personality or whatnot. So yeah, they seem to bring more of the personality. Like I was watching the one they had with Ice Cube the other week.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. So
I like what's the name too. JJ Reddick. I like
yeah.
Who I want to have one.
JJ Reddick.
Don't get me. I'm not a Duke fan, but I do love Jay Will.
Nope, I would not watch it. I will not.
Jay Will, I love Jay.
I'm not. Cause he try to.
Come on.
He's sneaky with what he's trying to be. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, man. Like it's like
it sounds like some Duke shit.
He be trying to make a point, but he try to go about it. Just say what you mean what you say. Like he try to be all secretive, always saying, yeah,
but you know
like,
what?
double entendres and stuff. I'm like, dog, this.
I think all black sportscasters though look up to Stu Scott.
Oh yeah,
and what I
sure.
mean is they all want to make.
Booyah!
Yeah, they want to make that cultural standing.
Yeah,
and still be professional. And all of them trying to find a way. Stephen A is the closest. And if I had to put somebody up there with Stu, it'd be Stephen A.
Yeah, I mean he's the most consistent. I like Christopher Sarr.
I do too.
You know he's decent. I mean Shannon Sharp has come a long way. I ain't no big Shannon.
He coming though.
He too much of a LeBron fan for me. Like it be too overboard. Like it be too overboard, man. It be
That's
too
fandom. Everybody got fandom. Just like
I get it, but
Stephen A got fandom. Stephen A is a fan, but he a fan of bad teams.
I mean, it
he
ain't
a fan
even
of
that.
the Knicks. He just keeps his mouth shut.
It's one of those where like Shannon Sharp is a spokesperson for LeBron. That's what it feels like, man. Like it feels that. I mean, I get that, but it's like sometimes you gotta be critical too. Like you gotta be critical sometimes. Like, and it's
critical. He critical. He's a homer. Sometimes when you're a homer, just like I couldn't be. I don't feel like I could be a sportscaster for the Hornets.
I always be for any of my sports teams. I'll be out there. What the y'all doing, man?
Nah, see, yeah, but
I mean, you could be a sportscaster for them. You just couldn't be a sportscaster in general.
Yeah, cause
you could be a beat writer. Yeah.
You ask me to say something bad about Tar Heels, I will
in a heartbeat.
I do. But see, this is my thing. When I do, but people be like I'm being critical. I'm always critical over the point guards. Don't get me wrong.
I don't like college.
Matter of fact, I wanted to bring that up because you remember I sent you that list. Cause I bought the Sean Bray school. He sure did with the foil and everything.
Where the fuck you get that sandwich from, matter of fact?
My daughter cheerleader.
Wow, they up there cooking.
Yeah, 8 a.m. So he cooking fish sandwich, wings and stuff like that.
When
I stopped by, order something.
I had said Chris. Alright. Cause you can chime me even though I know you ain't gonna want to. But I had sent Chris, I bought the Chambray 7s, which is the UNC 7s really. I wanted the shirt made. Carolina is known as point guard U. It's us and no, Kentucky way down there. It's us. It's somebody else that is 1 and 2. And I was like, Chris,
you done.
No, that's what I was about to say. I was about to say you.
I looked it up. Well, they always say we 1 or 2. It just depends on what you want to call it.
We ain't had a good point guard in a minute.
Hold on. But if you go down the list, we hit pretty bad now. But see, this thing, I was like, man, Chris, I sent Chris the list. So I want these on the back. And I want just like, hey, you got university shirts and stuff. Like, I want to point guard you, and then with all our point guards on the back or whatever. Chris and that nigga, it's a little too many damn names. So I was like, shit.
That list was long as shit. I was like, you want all these motherfuckers on this goddamn show?
Top 5, and then I got into the mode with Cuz being where I'm like, I ain't see these niggas play, but I did see these point guards play because we had Larry Brown, Phil Ford, and they always want to put Phil Ford as number 1 because he was
I ain't
bad.
see him play, so
I didn't get to see him. That's why I was like, I don't want to put him there because, be honest, my number 1 was Ed Coder. That was my boy.
I mean, it would start with Ed Coder, Ray Felton, Ty Lawson, and that's where it ends. I can't.
Ty. Let's see, Felton, Ty.
It ain't Marcus Page.
Joe Barry. He won the championship.
I
and
was
he
no
set
fan.
records in the NCAA tournament.
That's when it was weak. Tournament was weak at that
Joe
point.
Barry is a constant Carolina. He did that thing. See, this is the thing with Carolina. It's always that. For the past couple of years, we always had them teams that be like, well, we lost, we come back, and then they win it. Except this time, we kind of, we suck. But I had Joe. Shit. Who else did I have, Chris?
Look.
Damn it.
I got a top 3.
I had to put. Well, it's a emotional favorite. I put Kobe White.
We had Felton. His last list was Felton, Ford, Kenny Smith.
I had to.
Kenny Smith, Ty Lawson, and Joel Berry.
Yeah. All of them won championship.
3 out of that list.
And Cadeau.
That I really.
Oh, yeah.
I mean.
I had to put Cadeau in there because he knew enough. But I'm like, how can you narrow it down? That shit hard as fuck. Like,
hold on, wait. This is the original list. Because this mother, I was like, God damn, wait a minute. He had Ford, Smith, Coda, Page, Marshall, Brown, Anthony,
Marshall's
White,
too.
McInnes, Williams, Berry, and then Cadeau.
You remember Shimon?
Shimon Williams.
That's what I'm saying. If you think about it, because even if I go down, even if I go to our rivals,
That's about to be all over print shirt.
if I go to our rivals,
sleeves,
like
and everything.
I look at Duke as forward you. Like I can look at them, they done had every damn power forward, small forward that you can name in college.
Yeah.
So it's like you could narrow it down. Could you narrow your team's calling card down to the top 5? I can't.
That's too wide of range, man.
Good, but how far you gonna go back?
You
How far?
Yeah.
What I saw.
Oh, okay. Well,
I ain't start.
So from 98.
so you gonna leave late now?
Hell yeah, I ain't see him.
Grant Hill.
What,
Grant Hill.
I ain't see him either.
Oh,
So
really
we got
did.
to leave. I mean,
What, 95 and up?
I'm gonna start in that J. Will.
but you gonna leave Grant?
I mean, I know Grant, but I mean, I know the Grant in the league.
Oh yeah, you
I
right.
don't know the Grant in.
Yeah, he really don't.
In college, he was tough.
He really
Yeah, I
don't.
mean,
Tough.
yeah.
Him and Laker,
Like, we really the only ones in the room that seen him. Like, he ain't see it.
I ain't see. I
him
ain't
and
see
Laker
him.
together. I ain't gonna hold you.
I ain't get see no Laker.
It was tough.
To
Laker
me,
was only.
to me,
You ain't missed nothing.
Yeah, Laker was born, but you couldn't stop him until he ran in the shack.
I came in
That was
with
it.
JJ Redick.
JJ Redneck, I couldn't stand. Golly. But I like him now though, man.
No, I
Like
do.
it's one of my probably favorite people to listen to right now, JJ Reddick. He know what he be talking about. So and his points be valid. So I agree with him.
But yeah, I know we don't veer it off. My bad.
Nah, you good. You good. Shit, I mean, you had to get that off your chest real quick.
Yeah, man. I'm still trying to narrow it down for you some more.
I mean, that might be good, man. Like I said, that first list was a lot. I was like, that shit gonna be on the sleeves, the shoulders.
I love Tari. I want to say Derek Phelps because that nigga won the championship with Eric Montross, the one that beat the Fab Five. It was Derek Phelps, Brian Reese, George
Five beat they
Lynch.
damn self.
Hey, whatever.
I
We
mean,
put that
them my
pressure
niggas.
on them.
Them
We
my
put the
niggas.
pressure
I
on
mean,
them.
Coach was coach put the pressure on
We
his
put the
bench,
foot on
put
their
the pressure on
No,
Chris.
I mean, but they
No.
fucked up.
We put the foot on their neck, and they couldn't.
And he the one in college just got in trouble for it. The whole team should have got
And
in
who was
trouble.
he? He their greatest player, and then we put that foot on their neck.
I mean, we did, but still, they
And look
fucked
at the
up.
guys who put the foot on the neck. No, Eric Montreux, George Lynch, Phelps, Brian Rick. Bro,
Yeah,
champion.
That.
Y'all
But
watch
they
that?
did have the world greatest coach.
That's the years when you stayed in college for 7 years.
That's the year when you had great coaches.
So you had no choice but to
Come on, man.
That's when basketball was a lot simpler than what they done made it now.
What's wrong with it now? College basketball good, bro.
First of all,
College basketball is horrible.
What's wrong with it?
Horrible.
He said he don't fuck with it no more,
I
man.
can't even.
Why?
I'm like they
Why?
gotta evolve, man.
What?
they evolved the what? What
They gotta
gonna
evolve.
do?
They need to shorten that time clock. They need to get these refs under control because they call BS. They can't even play the game. Like, I can't even get through the first.
But the
They
game,
need to change that half mess and go to quarters. I was like, it'll speed it up, man.
that be like that, man.
I mean, it's good.
Women's college basketball is better than the men's.
This year,
Wow. It's because of the
This year.
story. This is the only year it's been
Yeah,
that.
this
Well,
is the only year to
only year, Mark. Only year.
Be no year.
No,
Be no year.
That's pretty good.
Next year gonna be better. Watch.
You know the reason why it was good this year? Because they had somebody to compare to. Yo nigga. They had the little white girl out here shooting from half court like she ain't got no sense. And that
Look, let
was
me
she
tell you
was
something,
JJ
man.
Redick
Let
for
me
girl
tell you
college
something, man.
basketball. It wasn't it was the story. Then they had the all black team
men's
with the hood
basketball.
girls on it. Come on, man.
But what you
You
like
can't-
back then, what you like back then to what you like now, the stuff that happened now, what we consider a bad shot back then,
Yeah.
to what we like now. So actually, it's evolved for the good.
No, it hasn't. It
All right,
hasn't
so if you
evolved
saw,
at all.
if you ain't never saw nobody shoot a shot like Curry like that. Back
What you mean?
then,
Back then.
No,
That's considered a bad shot back then.
That's not the question.
You can weasel out
That's
this
not the
now.
question. I'm like,
That's a bad
it's
shot.
not it, man.
God,
Like the
you like-
game
If you
is
don't
like,
pass it
look,
to the post,
it ain't even
Yeah.
that. They can't keep players in schools long enough. They sending people to NBA undeveloped. You got the AAU killing college
trash.
sports. I was like, it's all bad.
Well,
Keep the kids, teach the game. Nobody's teaching
money
basketball.
is killing all the
that's
sports.
like-
There ain't nobody teaching
Money,
the game.
money takes competition out of sports.
Ain't nobody teaching the game. No
And
more.
that's across all sports. Once money gets so big, and once money becomes that driving force, it takes the competition now. It's
So-
like, what am I competing for if I'm making
Yeah.
$200
but
million?
you got that. Now you got to make business decisions.
Yeah,
Like, why would I stay here for you for 1 year?
And that's why I always
And
said
get worse.
about money in college. So is money in college gonna bring that back?
no.
They should have put a cap
It's
on
just
that a
gonna be-
long time ago.
It's gonna be water going water down. It's
You're
gonna
never
be
gonna have the
businesses.
top players, so it's gonna start at the 50 and below. So them gonna be your players
Even-
that's gonna shine.
Even if you have the top player,
You're not
just
gonna
like
get
in women's now. Ain't Teresa out here doing everything else but dribbling basketball. She out here in music video. She modeling.
That was
It's just
on that red carpet. I ain't gonna lie. I was like,
She a pretty girl, but it's like
not
that's
all
what
the
it's
time.
gonna be.
But then,
It's
yeah,
just
right
right
there, it was right.
And ESPYs, I was like,
That's
okay.
what it's gonna be. And we gotta live
God,
with it.
proud of
them kids millionaires stepping in.
Into the spotlight.
Because you know it's gonna
They
trickle down
earned
the
it.
local
They
sports
already
now.
there.
They don't want to play the game no more. Nobody wants to
'Cause
play
now
the
The
game.
money. I think they play it for the money.
Yeah.
Get your family out of private.
Kids
get all
around
that
here
stuff.
can get NILs now.
And that's what. That's how it was back then, but now they get
They had to
rewarded.
earn the money.
They get rewarded
Back then,
before
they
the
had to earn
earn.
Money kills like just
Why
like
does Jalen Brown have
Oh,
a
yeah.
$304 million contract
Yeah, that's
without a
different.
left hand?
you know why?
They can't dribble.
Ain't they ain't won nothing.
Big.
How?
That's scary.
They
How?
got to win in the next 5 years.
They got
How is that possible?
Like between now and 2028,
I'm
they got
happy
to
got
win.
it.
I'm happy.
I mean, I'm not
happy
mad
they
at
went
him for
into
getting
the
his
hole.
money.
You
I'm
want
just
me
saying.
to tell you my
cheer
cheer?
for him.
I think they know.
Sign Haslam too for
I
$3 million.
I think they know. Tatum ain't staying. I think they. I
don't
think they know.
I don't
He better
know,
not go
man.
to LA with that Kobe shit.
I think they know.
He need to be kicked out of the league if he's still on that Kobe shit.
I'm
Because
mad
I
if he
asked
come to
Kobe,
LA.
why would you
That'd
give
be
him
nice.
that much money?
That'd be nice.
This is your premier player right here.
Yeah.
And
a lot of
he ain't
money.
even getting that. We can't pay both of them this amount of money and then keep people around them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I think they know something we don't know.
Highest pay. I don't.
Yeah, I ain't get to play neither. And on top of it, with all that extra shit off the
Idiot.
court, racism shit that Jaylen Brown was dealing with, I'm like, why the fuck you stay?
Yeah.
Like, I ain't get it. You know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead, man. Y'all about to make me mad already.
Why Jalen say? I think the market for Jalen ain't as big as.
The market
Nobody
for
else.
all of them. Look, let me tell you
He was
something.
gonna get paid.
He was gonna get paid
be on a
wherever.
decent team. But now
He
he
getting paid based
wasn't
off
getting paid.
He
That,
get paid
hell
that,
no.
and that market for him ain't as big. Like,
Would you give him $100 million?
I don't
For
know.
what?
Look, let me tell
I
you
mean,
something.
would you have gave him $100 million like a Draymond contract?
Just
Yeah, I probably
because
gave him that.
somebody is on an
get more than
NBA
that.
team or all
Too
NBA
young.
team
No.
shouldn't automatically
young.
say, "Oh, you
His
get to
age plays
renegotiate
too.
your contract and get paid more." If you ain't earned that money, I was like, "Look, all NBA
What's
teams
earned
that
it
are-
though? Like what?
Hey,
What you mean by earned?
You
don't
ain't got
say
no left hand.
championships.
He ain't got no left hand.
I give you that.
I mean, some of these
He was
guys
on-
ain't
he
even
was a-
dedicated
he was
to their
on-
career.
He was all okay.
He was all
He was an all-star. He did outplay their franchise player in the
But why
finals.
is he? See, this is my thing.
I'm happy they put him in the
This
hole.
is what makes me mad with the whole little all-star and
Y'all might
everything.
get Tatum. I don't think Tatum to me is so under the radar. I don't think he gonna stay with them. I just think he don't tell his moves. I just think he just silent.
I just wish they would just make it all-star. No East, no
What you
West. All-star. Go. I was like, half of the East wouldn't be on the all-star team
don't
if
know
they
now,
just.
Mark.
But like
Because the
all-star.
West getting old.
Man, that's where
West
all
getting
of them-
old.
Yeah, they might be getting old,
West
but that's
getting
where
old.
everybody is.
The East is the youngest.
And they suck.
We
Son rode over the whole damn
Don't do cuz like that. You know,
whole damn ditch. Yeah, he did. I saw the car jumping like, God, man. I got a 4-wheel drive.
Hope we can get out.
but
But me personally, I would have paid his ass that much. That's just me personally. I don't care how young. He ain't showed me enough.
Ain't showed me enough
He-
at all.
I like him, and that's the thing. I like him.
I
when
think he
he
be pandering to y'all. I don't think. Why? Because even when he get into the racial stuff, do you believe that? Like yeah, I'm gonna turn this into Black Wall Street.
Well, being that you announced it that to everybody, you're not going to do anything.
That's what I'm saying. You
I
only
was like,
say
that
it.
type stuff you got to keep to yourself.
Yeah, you only say it because you trying to.
You want the clickbait, man.
Yeah,
Clickbait.
that's what I
all
thought.
that is.
That's what I thought.
You ain't gonna announce you gonna bring Black Wall Street out, and then you in Boston, they already racist. How that's gonna work?
Right. He got enough money. No, actually tax that
And
shit.
then had the audacity to say shit.
All that.
I mean, I ain't worried about $304 million taxes still more than most people.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So it don't matter.
So
If you end up with $1 million after your taxes,
Hell, since we already here, y'all. Because, you know, this fall sports is coming. Mm-hmm. Now, we don't, you know, basketball is loaded with drama every year, but I wanted y'all take on this, because I've been dealing with this for the past couple weeks, because they done been on hard, but in football, running backs, it's like they create their own damn union.
They smart. Reason why it's only one running back deserve money to me.
But do y'all? How do you feel? Like, do you feel it's unfair?
nope,
I do.
I don't.
Cause running back to me, growing up, that was my position. That was where the stars was. It was like Peyton, Smith, Thurman Thomas,
Barry
Sanders, Earl Campbell, Frank O'Harris. You could go down the list. It's like it was that quarterbacks were spread out because it wasn't that many. Like it wasn't as you had your star quarterback.
I think contracts should be staggered. I mean, that'll fix half of their shit. Just like make it incentive based. Once you hit a certain amount of yards, you get a multiplier. I was like, I mean, instead of trying to be like, oh, I'm working this
Should
for
they
3
do that
years.
across the board for
Across
every
the
position?
board, yep. I mean, that's gonna give you better incentive. I mean, you pay somebody $50 million, and then they come in, oh, I got paid, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So instead of that, they're like, you gotta earn your $50 million. The way you got $50 million at risk. The way you do that, and you can make it. You ain't gotta make it unrealistic. You can make it realistic goals. You gotta have, let's say, a quarterback. You gotta throw for 35 touchdowns, less than 15 interceptions, a certain amount of yards. That gets you that amount, and just make it a pay scale. But all of this, like, boom.
But
I'm gonna piggyback off of it. I mean, if it was like that, I agree in a certain way. Like, my thing is, if you the franchise player,
some people are
you
different.
need your money.
Some people are different.
If you the
Patrick
front,
Mahomes
if you
is different.
I'm just gonna say for the running back. If you a franchise player, when you think of the Giants, who you think of?
Saquon.
He need his money.
Oh, I thought you was talking about his story. I was about to say Lawrence Taylor.
I mean, no, I'm just saying now. You think of him, and then if you think about the damn Browns,
Yeah, what you
Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb.
it's only two that really deserve that money, and I feel like they deserve it, and the others just gonna have to catch up.
But do y'all feel like
I
with
can agree with
incentive-based contracts, what happens is, because football is such a violent game, right? Injuries, and Marcus know, injuries happen. Then you don't get paid. You just ask that money. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Look, that's why, hey,
that's why I'm thinking it won't do that. And
you getting paid for play.
I feel bad because, like, Saquon has done. If it wasn't for Saquon, you telling me Danny Dimes is going to take you somewhere?
I mean, but at the same time, if you ain't got a quarterback back there, Saquon ain't taking you nowhere either. You ain't got nobody. All you gonna do is load up the box.
Man, look, when team
They gonna load the box. Don't get me wrong. I like Saquon.
Yeah,
I think he's, in my opinion, he's the best running back in the league. Even though
if
it
you
don't show.
ask how I see it, I just make it simple.
What?
When you playing defense against any team, if you gotta strategize against one player, give them their money. Saquon, Patrick Mahomes, it's people that you gotta figure out how to trick. They don't care about tricking no what's it, Jones?
Daniel.
They don't care. They can trick your damn self.
I'm not saying Daniel Jones is the quarterback that's gonna do it. I'm just saying if you don't have somebody that can get the ball down the field, Danny Dimes got some feet on him. You know how to run that thing.
It's easy if you can on what, like if that.
Yeah.
If you do a play
Saquon
action.
was hurt when he had that long run.
Joe, he was
But listen, though.
That one week.
one.
Because somebody pointed out how much money Derrick Henry done made through all these years. He done led the league in rushing. Like,
See,
they don't make no money. It's like and I get it. I get why quarterbacks make money. One, quarterback, you gotta know both sides of the ball. You have to know
They gotta remember
everything. You gotta know the playbook. You gotta know what the defense is doing over there.
Running backs gotta learn defense too.
But running backs is mostly
You just ain't got
it's
to worry
mostly
about the
reactionary once you get into that field. That's where I feel like running back is dangerous.
I feel like
you good running back, you
watching it on TV or even going to a game.
Yeah.
You'll see the running back get the ball and be like, cut the ball back. It's a big ass hole right here. I mean, can you not see that? Like, what are you looking at?
Their reaction, like
In first person.
yeah, first person you don't see it. Though,
I know this was a
And
long
it's
time ago. I played
reactionary.
running back. I was like, if it ain't a hole there, I'm not running in the back of my lineman. I was like, nope. The first thing I'm gonna do is look. That's gonna be your natural reaction. Run up the line, get hit. I was like, man.
But
nope.
the thing is, you can't, and that's why I be like, running backs. It's a dangerous position to me because you really are. It's very.
All the positions dangerous.
No, but listen though, running back is very improvisational, meaning.
You don't get much protection.
Yeah, I'm really reacting. I'm reacting to what's in front of me. I have to react.
Man, you see what these linemen get hit every play.
But
It's not a
listen,
play that don't happen.
okay.
The linemen don't get hit.
I'm not saying. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about your skill positions. I already know in the trenches that's your grunt work. That's grunt work. I know that. But I'm saying when you out here on the island by yourself, and you ain't, cause even if you got the best blocker in the world, you outrunning your blockers. Just here, whatever
You
it
better
is.
learn how to step out of bounds. Slide or something. I'm like, look,
But your incentive,
hey, if you trying to prolong your,
if I see him tell me back slide, Mark, come on, bro.
hey man, after 10 yards, he step out of bounds. What?
And he better not damn slide.
Why?
If I see a running back slide, if I see a running, that's your job
But yeah,
to
you
run.
don't want
You
this
better
man.
run,
I'm
nigga.
like,
Don't
so
slide.
if you say it's a dangerous position and the dude try to protect himself, what's wrong with that?
Man, running backs can't
running
See,
backs
slide.
not
now
slide.
you add another thing to it. You
Running
can't
backs
say it's a
can't
dangerous
slide.
position, and then if the person
is.
decides,
dangerous.
hey,
It is
I'm gonna take
dangerous.
care of myself.
I said it
This
was a
dude
gladiator sport. I didn't say I'm slide.
Yeah,
I want to see the contact.
No, see,
cannot
that's
with
fine. You
the
can't have it both ways.
I'm with the contact. I want to see
You
it.
can't
I want to see the
slide.
helmets pop off.
If a running back
Shoes get
slide,
kicked. I want to see all that.
bro, you can't. Unless if you make it incentive based, nigga, I gotta get as many yards as I can, cause y'all not gonna pay me if I don't. So,
Exactly.
it's like,
That's how. Let me tell you how
okay, I
bad
can't
it is.
slide.
Let me tell you how bad we try to slide on man with a running back. He gonna die. That nigga gonna die. You try to slide if you want to. He gonna look at you, nigga. We ain't. This ain't even in our brain to do. This what you mean slide? We gotta go through the wall, not slide to the
I'm just
wall.
telling you what I know, man. Look,
I'm just saying, man. I feel like
Some
it's,
bloody shit.
I feel like it'd be hard though to make like a. You know, I don't even think making an even pay scale is the right thing in any job to me. It's like you have
football,
to.
like
It's hard.
you can't, man. Football
You
is
can't
the
ask
ultimate
me to
team
pay a
sport,
running
man.
back close to what I pay a quarterback.
Why not?
Nigga, because the quarterback got a lot to learn, brother.
Everybody else got to learn
If
too.
you the face, I feel like if you the
I
face of
think-
that franchise, you deserve that big contract.
Okay, you do deserve to be
Because
but
half
I
of these
think
quarterbacks ain't nothing without their
quarterbacks,
people. They
to
skill
me,
players.
quarterbacks who are quarterbacks who earn it, they should be paid the highest, and they now part of that is between running backs and linemen. I think linemen should get
Linemen
paid more.
paid more.
Yeah, linemen get paid more than running back, but
They need that though.
they do. They do
I mean,
the run
if
work.
you ain't got a line, you ain't got a
Yeah.
quarterback or a running back.
Yeah,
So
they
it
do
starts
run
with
work.
your line.
But at the same time, you gotta think about your wide receivers though.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
See, but
It's
wide
a-
receivers to me.
No,
It's
It'll
all
be the
about
team,
team
but
sport.
it's
If you ain't got
Steve
nobody
Smith.
that can catch that ball.
I'm saying, look at Tyreek. That nigga playing the slot. Steve Smith playing the slot, but then when he came to number one, that nigga didn't play the slot no more. They moved that nigga because they didn't want him to get hurt. But I'm saying,
But
he
Dave
playing the
what's his
slot.
name? He should get paid.
You know what I'm saying?
That nigga do everything. He do
That's
everything.
why, you see what I'm
Tyreek
saying?
do
He's a
Yeah, but I'm just saying wide
should be
receivers in
paid.
general.
I'm saying, look at DeAndre Hopkins. I'm saying,
And I
that-
said that though,
Steroids.
cuz I
Well,
said
I ain't worried about what he did after that. You know, they ain't got to do with it. But I'm saying, hey, I'm saying, look, Calvin Johnson, that nigga, he was one of the beasts fucking wide receivers.
I said
He was 6'5",
I said wide receivers, running back.
245 pounds.
They up there, but do you think they should get paid more than quarterback?
Okay, it all depends.
I'm saying.
I'm saying, like, look, these are the wide receivers that I would say. Okay, Calvin Johnson. Yeah, he should get paid just as much as a fucking quarterback. Why? Look what this nigga did.
Okay,
This
right.
nigga had 381 yards.
Like Mark said, if you the best,
Okay.
you should get paid like the best.
All right, Randy Moss. Look at that man did.
Yeah, but he wasn't gonna get outpaid. He wasn't get outpaid for Brady.
But
That
I'm,
wasn't gonna happen.
and that
Dr. Culpepper, maybe.
I said
because
Dr.
who
Cole
made
Got
who?
outpaid. He should have
Who
got
made who?
bigger contracts than all his quarterbacks.
Exactly.
Other than Brady.
Randy
Exactly.
Moss.
Right.
I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
just saying,
Brady was a bad white man.
Brady wasn't even getting
No
no top
top
quarterback money
When he had
comparison to all
Randy
these
Moss.
other niggas anyway.
Yeah,
So it's like,
That's why I don't know. I think if you the motherfucking face, you just simple.
But I'm saying, but 9 times out of 10, the face is the quarterback.
yeah.
They ain't gonna make it the running back. They not gonna make
You know
it the
who
wide
they said
receiver.
fucked up the running back pay scale?
You know what that is.
McCaffrey.
Yeah, the
They
coach.
said McCaffrey fucked it up for our running back.
But he's
got
not
paid
necessarily
so
a running.
much.
He's not necessarily considered to be a running back.
Yeah, but at the
Well,
same time,
that's
well,
what
that's
made
a
me mad.
utility belt right
Exactly.
there. See, man, I'm not a fan. Because I don't think I'll take Saquon. It's Saquon Barkley any day over Christian McCaffrey. Any day.
That's like how Curry changed the game. I mean, McCaffrey kind of that whole receiving at the backfield shit.
But he ain't even person. Marshall Falk did that.
Marshall Falk did do that. Y'all did it. McCoy do it.
LaShawn
Shady between the lines. Shady ran between the lines.
But y'all had that
He ran between the lines.
Marshall Falk used to line up with the greatest show on turf. He used to be in the slot, like in a heartbeat. So I can't. I mean, they had the. You ain't seen a white running back do it. I done seen
maybe that's why.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah.
What?
Probably is.
Yeah.
Because
You ain't seen a white running back do it. And to me, I mean, it's more of he a straight line runner. He ain't about to.
Not in the NFL. Now in college though, they go. He would juke the shit out of you.
Yeah, but you give it. I mean, this
that was the
thing,
light skin
But he was actually there going to play
Hold on,
something.
now. Don't you do that.
He was a light skin.
No, he wasn't. What about Reggie to me? Reggie to me is the greatest college running back I ever seen in my life. The nigga just did video games.
reverse field like it was nothing.
I was like, bro.
Stop it.
But y'all learned him though. That's when I felt like he learned.
Yeah, we sure did.
Who hit him?
You jump up in there if you want to.
That nigga caught that damn thing in the flat. It was in the playoffs.
Do that shit. That thing on there, jump over your ass.
Nigga didn't never run again like that.
They trying to jump. Yeah.
Damn.
Too much film on you play nigga against nigga. That's what that was. I thought he knew he was gonna do it.
See, that's what I mean. Like. And I don't know. That's why I say run back. Run back. It's just so reactionary, man. If you get caught out there on the island, wide receiver like that too. Cause Chad Johnson, he catch that thing on the middle. That nigga used to just.
I'm gonna tell you who
But that's
earned
hard
their
though.
money.
Like Barbara said though,
I'm gonna switch pace. I'm gonna tell you who they earn their money. Defensive tackle. If you can fight through 12 people on the damn line and get a quarterback, nigga, pay him.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Pay him.
I told Devin, I said, Devin, probably because he a nose tackle. I said, if you want to look at something,
Cornbread need to be out there. Good Lord, that boy would have made it.
I said, Devin, if you want to look at somebody a nose tackle, I said, look at Warren Sapp.
All-world something.
Do y'all feel like anybody was better than Warren Sapp at nose tackle?
Warren Sapp cheated.
Refrigerator parent.
Who? How you cheat?
That's why they got defensive holding now. Because of Warren Sapp. What he would do is he would hold the blocker so he can't go to the next level. Derrick Brooks run through that thing and my team.
But I think
so I didn't care.
But he
the greatest of all time.
Don't get me wrong. Warren Sapp had
defense tackle.
Yeah, the greatest of all time is
Reggie
Aaron
White.
Donald. No.
Reggie White.
Reggie White was an end, or what?
I don't know what he was. I know he was on that line.
he
And Reggie White, hey, look up that clip where he threw that look.
Aaron Donald. You ain't seen nothing like
bad though. But I do agree with
Reggie White, man.
He
I'm
was
trying
not
to
as
tell
fast as
you, it ain't the fast.
He was strong as him.
Reggie White don't take plays off. Aaron Donald goes missing in the third quarter.
He already got 5 sacks.
Aaron Donald, his motor
Who
is
y'all
not the
feel like
same.
do y'all feel like anybody was a quicker burnout on the defensive line than Jamon Curse? Because you remember we thought Jamon Curse was going to change the league.
Didn't he get hurt?
No, he did.
Hall of Fame.
Is he?
No, he ain't. Javon Curse ain't no Hall of Fame. You sure?
Javon Curse.
No, he ain't.
He ain't.
I was gonna say, if he Hall of Famer, everybody gonna get in.
No, y'all can't do that. Y'all think he was trash.
No, he wasn't. It was just a quick. It was a quick.
It's
No, just like what's his name? What's the boy from South Carolina we watched growing up?
Davion
Clowney.
Clowney.
Clowney was a flash. It was just like, boom, he bad. Oh damn, where he go? Nigga gone.
Because they moved him to linebacker.
Yeah.
That fucked him up. Cause he was bad.
And he got hurt too.
Yeah.
But he got famous off that one play though. It was a bad play when he hit that nigga.
Shit up,
Knocked the
man.
shit out of him.
I know it's
Got
not
the ball
That
and
nigga
ran.
got
know
the
it's not
shit,
the popular
the goddamn, all his
but,
organs and everything got his ass because they go, how your helmet pop off with the strap was all the way there?
That nigga, He caught
This
the
is
ball
not the
in
popular
stride.
opinion, but OBJ got his fame off one play too.
I been said that, but
Well,
I
I get
Mike
this
Evans
man
done
right
had
here
a better-
arguing with
I,
me.
I give OBJ 2 plays.
He's a
2
rapper,
plays.
man.
Oh yeah, I'm not
The
saying
main
I'm not
play
saying
was
he
the
bad.
touchdown with the one-hand catch, but you know what I mean? He done had some other big
I'm not saying he's not a good player. I'm just saying like he might be a little overrated.
Injuries took him out.
Oh, okay. Josh Norman did too. Put them hands on him. That game was funny. And that kicking that the kicking that.
Yeah, kicked the net and hit him in the head.
I bet he was mad when he got in there.
I mean, he did.
That nigga ain't been right ever since then, man. That game, it was just something about that shit, man. He ain't been right ever since.
So mad.
He damn. Yeah. Them nigga came out there with a baseball bat ready to smack that nigga, man.
Yeah, I think the money is what causes like leagues to latch on the players and just always try to find the next great players. Like
It's the media, man. They have narratives. They set that narrative. I mean, like take when the football season starts, they pick the MVPs at the beginning of the season, and let's say if you got the year Carson Wentz came out of nowhere where he was having an MVP like season, one game he lost it. Jalen Hurts last year, he wasn't picked to be the MVP, but when he got hurt, he was out the race. Other people get to have 4 bad games, and if they come on at the end of the season, they back in it if they was in the preseason MVP talk. But nobody talks about that. They have who they want to give it
everybody
to.
always they go to the next.
Basketball the same way.
Basketball even worse. They start basketball when you in damn high school.
Basketball MVP next year is I mean Joker,
You know what?
Joker gonna have to lose the MVP for them not to give it to him.
True.
Watch.
Cause I watched I watched your boy's documentary, right? And by the way, it's a good documentary.
Oh, I watch it. You know I watch it.
documentary?
You already know I watch
Steph Curry documentary is on Apple. Underrated. It's good. Like I'll be honest with you, I was a Steph Curry fan when he was in college.
I was too.
But
I didn't realize it was that Davidson team that made that run. That was a pretty good team.
yeah, they were pretty good. They had size and they had him.
That's the main
They
thing.
had an African dude.
Him. And this is my thing. It's like they start this so early, but sometimes they miss. And that's why I asked on the thing, I was like, do you like Curry is gonna go down as he's already one of the greats of the game that has ever seen, right?
He gonna be my number
So-
2 when he finished. I'm gonna go ahead and take you.
I mean, he's gonna be a lot of people number 2, number whatever, but to know going into college, they didn't even respect your ass enough to even put you nowhere. Like, we look at the ESPN top 100 rankings all the time. We could go down through the list every year. Marcus know, because Duke always up at the top, and there's always one player that they get that'll Duke fan be like, "Man, what the fuck?" Harry Giles. Well, like even with us, hell, we done had. Yeah, well, Jaleel was good now. He deserved it. But he was a dinosaur, because your boy ran him out the business shooting threes all the time.
Hey man, he should have
But
done it.
it's like those things get so overblown. And it ain't fair, because half of them high school players, bro, like I watch Curry, I was like, the nigga, he do turn the ball over, he do that shit now. That's
All
just
the
because
time.
he enjoys the game, so he gonna try some shit. What you want? I'm gonna try it. I'll do it behind the back, no look pass and shit. He don't care.
He worked on it.
He worked on it.
I remember
In microwave too.
My cousin Javar saw him play. I didn't know nothing about Curry, but the school that my cousin went to, they had to play his school. And he kept hearing, Curry, you know. And Javar said, so he went to the game. He said, when he saw me at college, he said, man, you look at that boy like, man, what the
He
hell?
did look like a little
He said he came out
teenager.
there at a big Charlotte school. He looking like, man, what is that? He said he had a little height on, just a little, but he wasn't nothing to like scare you. He said, but he could fire that thing up. So he said he saw he would fire him up, but he said people was looking at his younger brother more than they was looking at him. Just because, even in high school, they said he was just too small. He said he would never go down. They used to talk because he would never drive. So, but he still killed him.
It's like,
do I have to drive? The layup is a 3-pointer for him.
and like you were saying, like the media creates the MVPs. The media also creates who's gonna be your next star, right? So we get tricked and fooled into this all the time. The number one player in the country, 5 stars, is such and such. And then you'll see him and you just like, what the fuck? Just like this past year, who was y'all? Derek Lively. Nigga, basically all you was a garbage man.
He's just tall.
That's tall.
See?
And that was it. And they gave you a 5-star ranking. And people who don't know, like if you don't like look into it, you don't know like the reason why some of these got rankings is because they went to a Nike school or a Adidas sponsored school, and them camps is tied to these rankings. So it's like you buy your rankings sometime.
Pretty much.
It's just like Curry.
I think his little camp gonna open up a lot of stuff. It's a little underrated camp. He go get the kids that don't get looked at, give them a chance. Like I think it was big for the game. Dame, I mean, you can say that about Dame too. He went to a small school, so it's a couple of them out there that. I mean, basketball is one of those sports that if you know how to play.
It's more politics than
it is.
It's sad
but
though.
If you got skills and you got the heart to play,
cause you ain't gonna tell me
he do be digging though. One of my friends, Curry
do.
Like just find a talent. One of my own friends, his daughter played for Curry Elite, played for the AAU team he got, and it's like when you see like she can hoop like she put like a dude. She ain't nothing but that in the 6th grade and be going to work. You be seeing them feel like they be playing in Charlotte, but a lot of people that's on that squad, you probably have 2 that's probably getting looked at in colleges now. Then he comes to me like you do a country town, like she staying Hickory. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody going there.
You see what I'm saying?
Stop.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what right. Ain't nobody going to gas up either. Ain't nobody gonna come to Lincoln.
Yeah. But that's how Rob, they pulled him up out of little old Hickory, and now he playing at Kentucky.
But I mean, I just think teams they're scared to, like, you got coaches that are that in my opinion are scared to lose their, I guess, their draw to
But
the
do
school
you
because they're
blame
scared
them
to take
though?
it.
Because they can get fired just like
I mean,
ain't nothing.
it's one. Look, if you can coach, you can coach, man. Like coaching is not like what used to piss me off about Roy Williams all the time is that he never adapted his talent to the game. It was his system.
Oh yeah,
You gonna play in the system or you not? I was like, but this guy can do this. Why can't you change your system to fit his skill set? Like, why is that so difficult?
I don't know. I feel with the whole if you can coach thing, but all good coaches can't pick good talent.
I mean, you gotta also be a good teacher too. Like you gotta know. I mean, you gotta know how to mold talent, man. Like everything ain't gonna. Like you can have somebody that has all the athletic ability, but if their head ain't right, they gonna suck. Yeah. Like you just a big dummy. That's what you are. Like, but if you can teach this person the game, but like,
but you know it's gonna be harder though now, cause
true.
How you gonna teach them now when they getting paid just like you getting paid?
I mean that's why.
What you teaching me for? I'm gonna go to the league in a minute and be outpaying. I be getting paid more than you. What you mean?
That's why all the old heads is in the game.
They leaving.
These kids,
They leaving.
They ain't got no IQ. They don't know the game.
Right.
They been on AAU teams.
Yep.
They
and AAU pay money. And AAU is sponsored by sneaker companies and the sneaker. It's like money changes competition, bro.
I mean,
I'm not competing with you, hurting myself.
When Curry didn't leave, I probably won't watch as much. I mean, I'm trying to.
I think basketball gonna change some more.
I like Anthony Edwards
because that kid's just broken. You gonna find another Curry somewhere.
Do you think we'll find another Golden State though?
Nowhere. Somebody gonna have
3 players.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna repeat.
Who do y'all think is the closest to that?
Orlando.
Sacramento.
I say OKC.
They traded for Buddy though, didn't they?
Who?
What's his name? SGA?
No, he ain't gone.
No, they traded for SGA, but they got Josh Giddey, Chet Holmgren, and then what's that new dude? What's the other?
Amon, did they get one of them Amon twins?
Yeah.
No, the Amon twins. One with the Houston, the other one to Detroit.
Okay.
I thought that.
No, but then they got what was that other like big dude that they got? I forgot who they got. You know what I'm saying? They got another big dude, so they making they line up big.
Yeah, I got okay.
They gonna get ran out the building.
I don't know because what if they just waiting it through, y'all? When the league gonna change, what's your boy?
I'm saying whatever
It ain't gonna change.
It's gonna change. Who else you like that?
It ain't gonna change back to big men.
No, it's gonna change to this versatile big man shit.
I mean,
like Marcus done last on the Orlando. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I seen Paulo working out with KD.
I like
that nigga can shoot.
The Anthony kid.
Yeah.
No, the Cole Anthony. Yeah, that guy's funny. he going dumb.
You know. But it's like it's gonna change once your dude leave, once LeBron leave. Once the old guard go, it's like the league that there is no choice because what the old guard does is something this league can't do. Like
it's not gonna be good basketball, man.
Well, I ain't gonna say that. We didn't say that once Jordan left. I think Giannis really gonna take over. But it changed. Your boy changed.
But that was in 2010. Like when Jordan left, it was in the early 2000s.
And from 2000,
it was Kobe, LeBron. I mean, you had a lot of people.
It still stayed the same for a little bit.
It was a lot of people for a good amount of time. I mean, technically, the game just changed. Not too long ago.
Change. Y'all been running for
10 years.
Just a decade.
I mean, it don't seem like it. But, I mean, I
don't know, man. I think it is. I don't know if we'll ever see another Golden State, bro. Where it's all draft. Because, one, we in this free agency money era where no allegiance is allegiance.
Boston's close to it. But they just got rid of them Brent Williams. You know what I'm saying?
CBA messes us up,
and they just paid it. So y'all think one person? I don't think they signed Tatum. I think
they gone. No, he ain't gone.
Do y'all think Golden State in their prime could have beat the Bulls in their prime?
Hell no.
Which game? Which prime? I don't know. You gotta tell me which Golden State team.
Whatever's in their prime.
If you ain't talking about with Durant,
that ain't y'all prime. Y'all best of y'all best.
No.
If this was like an all-man team of this team,
no.
I think so.
Well, see, that's hard to say.
It'll be a good series.
It's the same. It's gonna be the same argument. It's threes versus twos. Threes is more than two.
And it's like argument of the defensive rule change too. The rules got changed.
But I mean, look, Jordan is gonna kill you in the mid range. That's only 2 points.
So what's your answer, man?
To what? That's who I mean.
Say your He said, I'll get done.
I said no.
He said
Jordan don't guard Curry because damn he ain't gonna let Curry shoot.
I don't know if that's the best way to go.
If that's the case, Pippen can guard Curry. Curry is not gonna be able to shoot.
No, you ain't never seen like Pippen and Jordan ain't never seen nobody run like that. Nobody moves like that.
But look at the defense that they
Isaiah Thomas, he ran like hell.
No, I'm talking about as much as Curry run. They
ain't had no super point guards like that.
They didn't have super point guards, but what they did have, Bulls did have shooters.
It's two completely different.
Yeah, I mean, like it's John Paxson that was a shooter
and Kerr that was going to fire off every time they would do it to him. You had Craig. I just need the answer. I got the Bulls just because. I got the Bulls.
I'm gonna say it just like I said the other day when y'all put the thing in the chat.
That would have to be the Rodman Bulls, right? With Rodman, Jordan, Pippen. Who was the best?
I mean, that's what he asking. He was like, who is your best? That's what he's asking.
Well, y'all ain't got no center.
That time we did both. Andrew Bogut.
Man, that man was God.
When Bogut and Longley are one.
Man, Bogut was a block.
Longley could hang with him now.
That man
Bogut was a
Longley could hang with him.
Javette?
Oh
We
yeah,
had
okay.
JaVale McGee. I like we had
Well, they
rim
had
protectors.
Bill Cartwright.
Man, Bill Cartwright. That's the thing. Like
JaVale McGee
Like,
was with
y'all
it.
ain't realize that,
so many damn times.
it's not a simple.
Ron done stated his opinion. He said the Bulls going with Chris. I mean,
It's not
so-
a simple answer to
Yeah,
this.
So what I was saying was the same thing that I said the other day when y'all put the thing in the chat. Who would win 90s, 2000s, or 2010s? It depends on what the rules are.
It do.
But one thing I do know,
Like
the only
if it's like
consistent thing I do
2010
know-
rules.
Now, what if you going talent for talent?
but see, that's the thing. Like one
If you
thing
just
I do
doing
know.
talent for talent, no rules, no.
But
We just
Shooter
just-
talent for talent.
Yeah.
But listen,
Who the fuck
shooters
really
gonna
about to
shoot.
bang?
I don't think so. I'm gonna take that rule shit out.
Shooters gonna
Because
shoot.
I talked about Jordan. He's familiar. Man, that nigga can blend in with any
Curry's not
place.
their coach. He's on the Bulls, so they
So
gonna
I'm
win.
taking I'm
Jackson
taking the
did
Bulls.
just-
You taking the Bulls?
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is,
Talent. I just take rules out of talent for talent down the sheet.
Golden State.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I ain't mad at
Talent for
What's the
talent.
best Bull team? It was 72. What's the best?
Yeah,
I ain't never been Bull fans. Y'all gotta educate me.
I mean, 72 and 10 versus 73 and 9.
y'all ain't got Curry, y'all coach.
So
We
you
don't
got-
need. Y'all said talent for talent.
But I'm just saying,
Oh, if you put Coach
But Curry is on the Bulls team, and he's the
gonna
best.
watch Curry. I ain't gonna lie.
3-point
Phil
shooter in
Jackson
the
adds a
NBA.
little wrinkle to it
Period.
now.
Who?
Curry, he is shooting 45.4%.
Yeah.
Curry is number 7. He shoots 42 point something
Okay,
percent.
so you going based off of
No.
You?
I'm
No.
But I'm just saying.
You can't go based off of that.
But I'm just saying though. You said Curry can shoot it, but so can Curry.
Not like that.
He got a point. He got a
No,
point.
sir.
He said a 3-point. Listen,
Okay.
a 3-pointer is a 3-pointer. It don't matter if I
It don't matter.
have a D.
Yeah.
And
Correct. So,
Go ahead.
how many did Curry shoot a game? Maybe 5. How many does Curry shoot? 16.
Okay.
45% when you shooting 16 threes versus 5. Who's gonna win? You shooting more threes.
So you
It's
saying
not-
it
it's
go to
not
state
the
gonna win.
same.
That's
But
what
I'm
you're
saying
saying.
Yes.
no.
Curry's gonna out you. He's
Because
shooting a
he's not
higher
gonna be able to,
volume.
he's not gonna be able to do that.
You are looking at a
I'm not looking
percentage.
at the percentage now. I'm saying, look who is guarding him. He's got a 6'7" dude that can guard him.
So you
a
think
6'6"
you
dude
think
can guard
Curry
him.
can get
Another
30 on
6'6"
Jordan?
dude
You
can
act
guard him.
like Curry's gonna get his shot off.
You think
Why
Curry
not?
can get 30 over
Why
Jordan?
would he?
Why he
Klay
not?
Thompson is 6'7".
But Curry's not starting. But no, Curry's not starting.
They're not gonna guard Curry like that.
Exactly.
They don't have to.
But he's not starting. Curry.
Oh my God!
Curry
Are
is.
you? Oh my
No, I'm just saying. Look at it.
I get what he's
I get what you say. I get what
Bulls
you
got
said.
2 people on their team.
No, they
Scotty
don't. No.
And Michael.
No.
Dennis.
Defensive wise.
Dennis. Don't.
Defense. I'm not talking about scoring.
Dennis. Who better defensively, Dennis or Drake?
I'm not talking about scoring.
Who better?
I like
I'm
Drake,
saying,
bro.
look at the defense that they have. Look at the defense.
Young
You
Draymond.
said Curry is going to jack him out of shot. But
Y'all
Young
ain't paying attention.
Draymond.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I do pay attention. Trust me. Curry is the best shooter in my eyes, period.
I seen.
But I'm saying, this is the thing.
I seen.
He's got
Pistons.
one guard, the point guard, which would have been Ron Harper, is 6'6".
I see
All right.
Dennis get inside.
He got Michael Jordan, 6'6". He had there goes Scottie Pippen, which is 6'7". Then you got Dennis Rodman, that's 6'7", 6'6", 6'7". Out of those 4, you ain't even got to worry about the center. Those are the starters that you got to worry about that can actually contest. How many guards nowadays that is that tall? That's really gonna contest.
Okay, so out of those people you said, who did they chase around in any game? Any
Hell,
one of
Jordan
them?
chased
How many-
around damn Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas. Hell, damn Jordan chased.
Nope. They did not run screens like that. You,
But they didn't.
you
that's-
cannot
wait,
pull
wait,
up a
but you look-
team
but you looking
that
at
played
those-
like that.
You looking at the
no
time
team.
frame.
You know why
The
though?
time frame.
Because of the,
That's
it
the
was
time
the
frame, the
defense.
era. That was different.
if the rules is
They
different,
didn't have that screen and shit like that now.
Man, y'all.
It
We
was
cannot tell me
but no,
talent for talent.
No, but listen, because of the rules, you couldn't run screens. So that's why I said talent for talent.
Why you couldn't run no screen?
They did because it was called a moving screen.
Yeah,
really
the
then.
defense said
Now they
like
don't
the
have
rules
that.
changed to allow a lot of that stuff. But look, this shit.
You got people playing
Talent for
in
talent.
space.
I'm just saying, talent for talent.
I mean, I was down
Who
the
a better defender, Draymond or Dennis?
Young Draymond, elite Draymond.
Marcus.
I'm going elite Draymond.
Marcus,
Elite.
I get.
I mean, the only reason
Dennis. I'm going with Dennis.
Dennis is
you just talking about defense, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if
he said defender.
Look how hard it is for him to go against Golden State.
That's why
This is why I said this.
No,
This is why I said this. I'm trying to see where your heart is for real.
You talking about my favorite team?
Okay.
Exactly.
We try to see where your heart is. We try to see if you're about to put. Is you gonna put the game first?
It's
Put
not
the game
it's not
first.
that easy of an
Put your heart
answer.
away.
It's two completely different.
we not
I gave you a simple question.
If I had to pick Draymond over, I would go with Draymond. Draymond over Dennis Rodman. Simply because Draymond is going to score more than Dennis Rodman. Even though Dennis is going to
Now
rebound
he
more.
said defense though. That's how he said.
I like Draymond defense.
It's you can't. That's why I say you can't just base it off. I mean,
But who else?
defensively,
Who else? Now, I ain't no Bulls fan. I am not a Bulls fan, but who else besides Draymond?
you talking about the peak team?
Besides Draymond
about
and
20 a game.
Listen, Mark. So
During
who
that
else,
time.
besides Draymond and Curry, who else gonna match with the Bulls? I ain't no Bulls fan, but I don't see no motherfucking Klay Thompson matching with damn Pippen. I'm just saying.
I mean, you had Harrison Barnes.
I don't see him doing it. No. You dig it now? Yeah. you play.
I'm talking about size. You talking about matching somebody.
But then they pull coach out the bench.
Oh, okay.
Who you got after
What he
that?
gonna do? Are you serious? You talking about
Cool coach.
So y'all forgot about Iggy? Andre Iguodala can't stick Pippen? Defensively? No. Come on, man.
I ain't going there for boy. Hold on.
Y'all
Ain't that damn stupid.
Y'all acting like Pippen was gonna do something like that.
Pippen.
I don't think Golden State Iggy would do it.
No.
Maybe 76ers.
You got
Maybe 76ers Iggy would.
Yeah, Pippen don't score.
He can't defend four positions.
I ain't gonna do him like that.
At one time, he can only choose one person at one
But
time.
Jordan ain't an all defensive player.
Oh my gosh, y'all are
Then Rodman ain't an all
y'all acting
defensive
like they
player.
gonna be playing 1-on-1. It's not.
No, what I'm seeing.
That's not
This is what
Golden
I'm saying.
State
I ain't
game.
watched the game. What I'm seeing is
That's not their game.
I know
They don't
one-on-one.
face up and
When they
try to
come
take
around
you
them games,
one-on-one.
what I
Because
see
the
is
game changed.
this is what I see. When
That's
Curry
why-
coming around them string, I see the switch out.
Switch out.
And when I see the
That's
switch
right.
out, okay, I see Pippen. Bam. Oh shit, another pick. Oh, Rodman. Damn. So you got to get the set. The only one I see is
not
the
how that's
ceiling
gonna
ISO. And if you think they gonna lay his bitch,
That is
if it
not
down, if
what-
they can adjust to the days that they're gonna take the center out the way and put Kukoc ass down there and let him run around.
Not,
And the new niggas they gonna run that new
screens,
run
man.
that old school shit.
Triangle
Them
your ass.
screens.
Get 6 shots.
That's why I say it's gonna come down to 2s and 3s. That's what it's gonna come down to.
But
3
3's
is more than 2. Exactly. Who shoot the 3s better? Golden
Steve Kerr.
State.
But who shoot the ball?
What?
But I'm saying if they can't get their 3 off to make it, they're not gonna make it.
You act like Steve Kerr was winning the game and was taking 3s like that. That's not his game. That's not Steve
That's
Kerr's
where he
game.
mostly stood at was at the 3-point line.
He only shot 4 a game.
It don't matter. He
Yes,
made
he do.
4, damn near 4.
Okay,
All
Steve
4.
Kerr. That's 12 points.
Okay. Jordan damn near scored 35, 40 points a game by himself.
You gonna get
might want to
Pippen
go look at
28?
them finals. Look at how much Pippen didn't average over 20 points in the
Okay.
playoffs.
Man,
Okay.
this your favorite team,
I'm,
man.
both
Y'all
of them
talking
my favorite
about. I
team.
mean,
I'm just
and when
trying
you
to
break
tell
it
you,
down like
But
that,
I'm saying if you want to
man.
go for that, you talking about stats now.
3s
again.
over 2s. I mean, that's just.
But I'm
that's
saying,
just 3s
okay,
over 2s,
once again, you talking about 3s over 2s. If they not making the 3s, but I make more 2s than you make 3s, I'm gonna beat your ass.
3s over 2s.
I'm gonna beat you if I make more 2s than you make 3s.
I mean, boy, I
who are. Oh yeah, they had Ron Harper. And
I tell you, the five.
I just need Joe Lee. I just need you to bring me Joe Lee.
Dennis Rodman, Luke Longley,
John
John
73-9.
John
73-9 team.
They had Tony Kukoc as their sixth man.
You got
They go Judd
73-9
Bushler.
team.
They had Steve Kerr. They had what was the other dude? Hey, what is that man? Because I damn near knew the whole team.
I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be a tough game.
If it comes down to threes versus two, I'm gonna pick the best 3-point shooter.
So what if it comes down to the Bulls got the ball and you need a defensive stop for a 2-pointer? That's what
No, Bulls gonna win. Bulls gonna
I ain't
win.
gonna argue with that. Because there's no winning in that argument. Because I'm
that's why I said
saying
it.
he's talking about threes or more, but I'm saying if you have a better shooting percentage, don't matter if you shot 55
Yes,
threes.
it does.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, if you can shoot,
okay, Curry shot,
two
wait,
3-pointers and make one, you at 50%.
This is what I'm saying. If Curry
I can shoot
shoots
20 and he hit 10, he's at 50%. Who got more points?
But what I'm saying is, if Curry shoots 16 threes a game but he made 5, he only got 15 points. Okay, if Curry shoots 5 threes and he makes all 3 of them, all 5 of them, that's 15. If he makes 3 of them, he only got 9 points. So how's that really a difference?
Because they shoot the same percentage.
No, I ain't just talking about the threes, but you got other people that can shoot threes too.
Who?
Pippen can shoot threes.
No, he couldn't. Not like that. Pippen wouldn't shoot threes like that.
You're going back to the percentage.
Oh,
it doesn't matter.
no, Pippen was not shooting 3-pointers like that. He did not shoot threes like that.
Pippen shooting threes, y'all.
No, he was not shooting threes like
He shot at least 4 threes
The
a game.
only person that shot threes like that back then was Reggie Miller, Allen Houston. It was some other ones.
I'm gonna tell you where the Bulls. It's hard to go against them. One, because everybody on their starting lineup was all defense. It's weird.
I completely agree.
Ron Harper.
Agree.
Them niggas, they had the number one.
That's what I'm looking
They
at.
had number one defensive rating, number one offensive rating,
But
number one
look
net
at the
rating,
offense
and
that
number
was going
5
against
assists.
the defense. What player? Do you see what they do this day and age? Do you see the
It's shame. It's shame.
I'm
Oh
not
my
doing
God.
that. I'm not getting into that argument debate because this day and age, you don't touch nobody. It's free flowing so we can score 130 points a game. That's what it's made for.
Man, like
You can't do that.
It still
That's
was
just
not
like saying in
athletes
NFL,
like they
a
had
quarterback
back
got all
then.
these yards now. You spread. It's
If
a
Jordan was in this day and age and the
He's
same,
gonna-
and he
he's gonna
can't
have 40 a game.
no head checks or nothing.
40.
40 games.
40 on your dog.
50 with no head checks.
50. I'm going 50. Easy 50 points.
But yeah, it's gonna be a good game now. But if I'm looking at talent for talent, yeah, they kind of wash y'all, bro. Because even the bench. Alright, I'm just saying. Look, who out y'all? Y'all have Leandro Barbosa,
Yeah.
Damn, Barbosa.
Sean
forget about
Livingston,
that,
Festus Ezeli, Brandon Rush,
Festus.
Marquise Spates, Ian Clark, Anderson Varejao, James Michael Mass.
Alright, stop you right there. Yeah, well, they had a Hall of Fame on the
They had
bench,
Hall of
bro.
Famers on the bench, bro.
Name one Hall of Famer they had on the bench.
Coach.
One. Y'all say Hall of Famers. Where's the other one?
Where's your John Sally?
Oh my God, John Sally. Oh my God. That's just like
Steve Kerr. What you want?
Oh my goodness, are y'all
Well,
serious?
y'all ain't got no holiday. If you get to the bench, brother, I don't know.
Now the bench, Mark. That be
I'm with you though, Mark. I'm with you though with the starting lineup. But they gotta keep their ass in the game. You can't let them out. Hell, they got to
You're gonna
suck
be
that
tired.
shit up today.
Oh my God. Are y'all?
I wouldn't
y'all
touch
acting
the bench
like the
too
Bulls
deep.
bench was something.
I can't go too deep.
No, they weren't. Why it was George? Oh my God.
Can't go too deep in
They
the
had
bench,
3
Mark.
people that can shoot threes on the bench.
They never
Talking
shot.
about how many people on the bench that damn
This
Ghost
one of
say
these
had
things. This one of these things.
How
You
many?
say Kuko.
How
It's up
many?
there.
How many?
Barbosa.
But he wasn't good at it. What? When he was with them, he wasn't good at it.
Oh my
He
God.
wasn't good. He was good when he was in Phoenix. But when he was in Golden State, he wasn't good at it.
Y'all better look again. Y'all better check them stats.
But there you go.
Y'all better check them.
I'm saying they had John Bushman. He was one of the top in the day go three-pointers in the time frame. John Bushman.
Hey, that nigga know that damn bull, boy. That nigga know that nigga know about that ring thing.
It doesn't matter how many you
It
shoot.
does matter. You are playing a 3-point.
How many Barbosa shoot a damn game then? How many did he shoot?
Probably about 3.
How many did he shoot? But he was good. Alrighty then, so it matters.
I mean, if he hit the same amount as your dude, 2 and 2, it's a wise run.
No.
It's the same amount of points. What are you talking about?
No.
They shot the same amount.
You just said he only
Oh
shot
my God! If they hitting the same amount of threes, it's the same thing. What are y'all talking
Well, I'll be
about?
honest with you. Y'all do shoot more threes, but they score more points than y'all.
Look, let me tell you, it's gonna come down to threes
telling you.
versus 2.
But if that's the case, how they outscore y'all then?
You are looking at 2 different. You can't go based off
That
of
boy
that.
can wiggle some stuff.
You
What is
cannot
threes
go
and
based
twos?
off
That is a number. If you saying threes are worth more than twos, which is correct. If I'm shooting twos and still average more points than you,
But look, boy, I
Explain
agree with you. Like I keep saying, it's just
Explain
too,
it.
it can get to a part where the
I'm
bitch
trying
got
to
to
tell
tell.
y'all.
I don't know nothing
That
about
was
that.
the whole reason they went 73
y'all allowed
and 9 is because of the-
103.8. Them niggas allowed 101. I'm telling you.
That's a 2-point difference.
And that's a 2-point win.
It's not gonna be a 2-point win. I'm trying to tell you, man.
I'm just saying.
It sound like you put. I think you put Curry over Jordan.
No, absolutely not. Never. Never. That's not even gonna be a question.
Damn, man.
Curry gonna be my number 2, but he gonna be over Jordan. No, not possible.
No.
That was good.
That was good.
That was good.
That was good.
That's not possible.
I'm get off of.
Jordan over Curry over Jordan? Come on, man. Not that crazy.
I want to double back on some shit.
Well, no.
Because next week, Big 3 coming to Charlotte.
I thought about going.
And Q been in the news heavy recently on a whole lot of stuff. He been having a lot of interviews. He been had a lot to say.
Social media too.
Yeah, he been all over the place. So he said something a couple weeks ago that kind of made me think a little bit, because he was like, Adam Silver don't want to do business with him. The NBA and the all the owners and the execs, they kind of pushing him away. Like they don't want to do business with him because he's supposedly a competitor to the NBA, but he really ain't, because they ain't got the high level talent like they got. They not paying them niggas like they paying them. Y'all think that's a mistake?
Who in?
I don't.
On the NBA side.
You go around in a circle.
I got it from both sides. I mean, because when he was explaining, I was like, technically they are a competitor in a way. I mean, because it's like you're saying, 3-on-3 is the little cousin of 5-on-5. You know what I'm saying? So if, let's say, down the line, if Ice Cube got to the point to where, okay, I want to make this bigger, and you start going after these college kids right out of college and can pay them the same amount, how is that not a direct competitor of, I mean, you plugging those same players that the NBA could get and can do it on a different level. Now, I do think they should have some type of I mean, I would like to see the Big 3 be bigger than the NBA personally, but that's owned by black guy.
I want to see it get super big.
Man, everything about black dude ain't gonna look, man.
Look, man, just think. Like if you extending people's careers, you know what I'm saying?
Well, see,
like
this-
take Curry and them going over to the Big 3 when they retire with the NBA.
I mean,
Well, this is where I lie. That's why I don't call it competition, because at the end of the day, I'm not
getting the wash.
I'm not getting the players that you get now. Or even if you say I'm getting these college players, you have the chance to get them too. Your system is set up where you don't want them because they're not part of your hype train. They ain't a part of your. That's not my fault, right? If they come over here, what I thought my idea was make it like one, NBA players retire, they don't have no pensions and stuff. They are broke. So
they got guaranteed contracts. You better manage your money.
But let that be. If I was the NBA and I wanted to do it, if I wanted to, I would make that like a little thing where, all right, get those players, help them get some money. That's me allowing you to earn some more money, because I know now we done pushed you out of the league. you know, you phased out. Just like I look at, for instance, even what's his name, he young, Okafor, only problem was he was the wrong type of player at the wrong time. But if I can get you going to the big three, make some money, because you going to the G League does nothing. One, if the G League is developmental, meaning I know I'm not going to develop you. You're not going to be in the league no more. So I'm not developing you. You're just taking up another developmental spot. Let them go to the big three and compete. Make some money, do whatever. Like, at the end of the day, learn to use it. I think they could use it as like a, they're not competition, but use it as like a after career way to make money.
I mean, but it's like this. It's no competition.
It's not.
But I don't see it lasting as long as he wanted. But just because who I see blossoming over it,
What?
the Drew League.
Nah.
You don't think so?
They got 3-3 in the Olympics now.
But see, and there's the thing.
After Q, 3-on-3 became an Olympic sport.
So if you have that, you have to understand, like, if Q gets the players he wants, any business is gonna evolve. So what Adam Silver is saying is like, okay, it's small now. If it got bigger, you're gonna be playing at the same time with NBA.
But when
you're taking NBA viewers,
okay, but what if you sign a contract with them? You can stop somebody from being your For instance, this is just a parallel. I don't even know if it worked right. But Floyd Mayweather will get a person that's in his weight class who gonna end up being his rival. I'm gonna sign you. You gonna sign me. You gonna make money with me. You ain't gonna compete against me. At the end of the day,
that's been a coward in my book.
But coward, businessman, call it what you want. Business is never fair. So
true.
If they do that, NBA could do it. It's just I don't know. They're not a competition. Just like Cube said, he originally started it with the hopes of luring Kobe. He wanted Kobe. He said, that's my favorite player of all time. I wanted him to come and play for the big three. That was his dream. Kobe never would. Kobe acknowledged him, but he never would do it. But
you get the right players, man.
You get the right players. It'll help him grow. But you're not gonna outgrow. I don't think you can outgrow him. Now, what
if LeBron went and played for the big three, you don't believe that's gonna be a bigger draw than what they got in the NBA right
I mean, they're gonna get ready, but it's never gonna be bigger.
Yeah, because what Cube did say,
I don't know,
made sense. Them damn foreigners.
Yeah.
You see what they pay soccer players.
Yeah.
That's scary. That's competition.
Cause straight out of Saudi Arabia, them boys is out there with that oil money.
I mean, for the league to go that way, though, I mean, that's
they already going that way. Are they not? Didn't golf do it first?
Yeah.
Golf done already did it.
Yeah, but you ain't
PGA is starting to go down. There's Live Golf or something.
PGA was already
That's what they were trying to get Charlie Barkley.
You also have to understand PGA was already struggling when Tiger went through all
NBA is struggling when your player leave. When LeBron leave, they're struggling.
They about to be struggling. But that's what I'm saying. Like if the people that are about to leave right now went and signed with Q, you gonna get more people. I mean, I feel like it's gonna be a heavier fan base with the older players that are transitioning out than these younger guys. I mean, like, if more people would, I was like, I'm waiting for the big three, the summertime. I don't even care about this NBA.
I won't see these.
That ain't gonna happen. I get what you're saying, but you gotta look. This is a demographic. That's the demographic you're talking about. Maybe that's the demographic big three go towards. Like the you want to see our legends still play. Wouldn't you give anything? God rest his soul. If Kobe was still alive, he ain't in the league no more because they don't phase him out. But you still get to see that nigga hoop.
I mean, I watch it,
shit
but it ain't gonna go past the NBA.
Yeah, but
I'm not expecting it to go past the NBA. Like, at no point have I ever wanted or expected it to take over what the NBA is or has become. But I still want to see Q be bigger than what he is.
Oh yeah.
And hell, even if he get to that point where he's pissing them off, like, damn, this nigga over here making a whole lot of money. We gotta do something to make our shit better now because he coming up.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want. That's what I want to see.
I just hope it don't. I just hope that it just don't be like a phase.
I didn't want it to either, but at this point,
it's a phase.
no. At this point, it's becoming is right there at the it's almost pushing past the phase because
But you know what push it past though? It's the advertisement dollars. It's you start laying in bed with the right. NBA is in bed with the right people. NFL is Teflon because they are in the bed with the right people. Cube has to start. He's starting. That's why you can't pass him unless you get Cube. You're gonna have to get a little dirty. It just is what it is.
But with that being said, though, I'm saying if you think it would have been right for the NBA to do it because a lot of the games that they play in the Big Three are where? In NBA arenas. So why wouldn't you give him some leeway? Because
But see, that's the thing. I want to say he said the owners are down for it.
Yeah,
it's
the
just,
owners. He's talking about.
But I'm just saying. But with Adam Silver, why wouldn't he be all for it? All because he already used your arenas. Yes, it's the NBA arena, but the NBA doesn't necessarily own it. It just leases it per se.
Still got to say it's competition though. It's still I mean,
but I'm saying they don't play during the regular season. I'm saying like you said,
it doesn't have to be, but you have to understand like NBA is a brand. If you have another basketball brand in the same country, that's automatically going to be competition.
No,
just by the
you
rules.
sign a contract with it. Just like the G League has.
You can't
the
have
G League is a contract with it.
Plays every just because it's not big doesn't mean it's not competition.
But
anything that's going to take a viewer to another part is going to be listed as a competitor.
You can only be a competitor if I'm not under your umbrella. What Cube is saying, let's partner. I will be part of your. That's all it is. And if they will find a way to funnel their older talent down.
Adam Silver right now, the Big Three is a competitor. I understand them merging, they wouldn't be. And that may be what Q wants, but I mean, I don't know why Adam Silver. That's what I'm saying, because it's like one of those where I can see a bunch of little applications of that, man.
Yeah, and it would just be a trickle down effect. Like you got the G League or whatever, like the beginning stages of the development. Then you got the middle part where it's the NBA, and then you got the end where
your fan base.
Then I think the other thing is it's going to be Adam Silver has. If I'm Q personally, and we sign an agreement, I'm not giving up my controlling voice.
No, not that. It's just
so if he ain't gonna do that, I would say Adam Silver probably like, well, if I can't tell you what to do and when to do it, you know, it's a no-go.
That could be it.
And I mean, I wouldn't do that if I was Q. I'd be like, nah, that basically makes me
the whole
not the owner of it. You know,
well, he said they had talks once when he first started it. He said they told him, well, no, they wasn't gonna do it. He said, well, that ain't gonna stop me regardless because I'm gonna do it anyway. And he just went about doing it. So they may have had that talk where he was like, all right, if I sign on, you gotta give me this. He was like, no. All right, but then the talk is over. But then it's over. But I ain't gonna stop.
There's so many like urban type leagues out here
It is.
that ain't really. I mean, I understand they ain't Olympic, but it's.
Well, I'm saying if you use the NFL, they got the AFL now, they got the XFL, but they really still ain't competing with the NFL. You know? I'm saying, so why wouldn't they try to merge one of them or something like that? I mean, then you got the USFL too.
That's my
kind of like same thing. Them niggas just left.
A lot of them just left, but I'm saying they not playing during August, all that. They playing in the summertime down there. So they go some of them niggas that's on the XFL, USFL, or the AFL, then they can get picked up by the NBA team. I mean the NFL team in the regular season, and then they can just play all year long. If that's the case, you see what I'm saying? So
I think it's ways around. I don't know. I don't think we all
like
know what it is.
Like I feel like basketball, you can play at any time. You know what I'm saying? Like you can play basketball year round if you really want to. I mean, especially with like 3-on-3, that's like just going to the gym. Be like, hey, we balling today. Call them up. You get the. I mean, I see some dope things. Like if they
Because
get
to
it worked
me-
out, it can be real. It can be
It's
real.
something
Like
like Marcus,
Marcus-
it's entertainment, but
Like Mark is saying,
it's just
even with Drew League,
I'm a Drew League fan.
but what scared me about Drew League is
They get the best
no,
of the
but
best.
listen though. But when they get hurt, a la Chet Holmgren, your top draft pick, he got hurt playing in a summer game, bro. If I'm in the
That's
big
that.
three,
That's that nigga problem.
I can't hurt your franchise because I'm not sending my rookie ain't playing with y'all niggas. These is all niggas who don't play on no team no more.
That's why
Well, I think they were getting younger guys too.
No, they get the guys
They were
that
getting older
they
ones.
get older players and they get the
they were
younger guys
getting
that play
younger.
overseas.
They was getting the younger
that's
like
trying to
street ball
come.
players.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I was like when he was talking in the little thing, he said something about younger players.
Yeah,
Dude,
That was a certain-
they're like
don't
big
get
people in
picked.
street ball, the ones who play in Drew.
Well, look at
One
like
don't
Rashad
get
McCants.
picked.
He had Rashad McCants. He won the very first MVP in the
He
Big
ain't
Three.
coming in the league.
Because they
The
go,
league
you
shot.
know what I mean?
Man,
got shut
shit.
down in the
You tell
NBA.
me, you gotta, man, hey, you get the right players in there.
I mean, but you had to get them when they. Who gon'
Who gonna pass up the
watch
NBA
old
to go
Curry
to?
and old LeBron?
I would.
A lot of people.
Me.
It's not gonna crash the NBA. It's not. Gonna,
No, it ain't gonna crash the league.
It ain't gonna be like no
I put it okay.
no
so
top box type shit.
If they had a TV deal, then
do.
you told me
There was
it
a
was
sports
okay.
side.
Take LeBron,
They do. They
Kyrie, and
what? Fox?
Kevin Love versus
It's on Fox Network.
Clay,
It's been Sports
Draymond,
South.
and Curry, and you put them on the same night as a NBA 5-on-5 game. Who everybody gonna watch?
According on what team?
And then it's according on how much time they
I would
pass.
almost say it don't even matter what team.
You thinking of right now? You thinking of right now?
I'm not.
Because
No.
one thing I know is, as time passes, these young kids don't care a damn about these certain players. They
Man, you
rather
like
see
basketball.
John Morant. No, I don't want to hear that.
wanna
Because
see no
at the
Ja.
end of the day, we done seen it
I ain't gonna
where.
lie. I will watch Ja play against motherfuckers.
So you watch Ja play
Something
against
like
Houston over.
Yeah.
over that 3-on-3 game.
Yeah, I would.
And we talking about our age. I'm talking about like teenagers and shit who ball, who watch ball. They
don't
watch
know, man.
people in their generation. It's like it's a niche. Like with Big Three is a niche group.
You would
It's
watch
like
it
we
if
just
Jordan
watching our
in it.
heroes
If
play.
they were playing in it too, wouldn't you? Say Jordan get in there, he won.
Oh, I'm watching.
So okay,
Yo,
yeah,
young
so
niggas ain't gonna
we
watch
just
that
use
shit.
like-
As long as you told me Jordan can move, I'm watching.
Yeah,
First of all,
see, Papa say, the difference
with the Hornets,
watching
they
the
said
game
you
on
busting ass.
I'm
You
watching.
busting ass on them
man,
young
like
boys.
I think we overlook. Look, man, like
It ain't
it's a lot of
competition,
fans
though.
out there, man.
But
Like
It is.
if you told me, you know, somebody that's 13 who wears J's all the time gets the opportunity to see Michael Jordan play, you think they ain't gonna take that opportunity?
No, it's a fashion. It's a trend.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
don't think they gonna take the opportunity
Them
to
kids
see
don't
They
MJ
don't
know.
play?
see Jordan.
I'm
They
telling
see
you,
13-year-old right now?
Yeah,
Yeah, they probably would.
They don't
Yeah.
care. Mark,
I don't
it's
know.
fashion.
I mean, unless they really grew up in a family where they showed them that,
That's
like
what
the
I'm saying,
majority,
like,
the majority of 13-year-olds,
Man,
I
don't
just
give a
can't
fuck.
imagine
Y'all.
being a
I know
basketball
we
fan.
made jokes about Brandon Miller, but that's true. Like their generation has moved
Brandon
on.
Miller?
The nigga that
The nigga you said was a fool for saying Paul George. These niggas
Oh,
really
yeah,
shit. No, but listen though, for real, this is real. Like they moved on. It's like we
How Jordan ordered him
Yeah.
now is how like Magic is in me. I didn't get to see him, but I know what he can do.
Yeah,
But I ain't get
it's
to
a
see
respect
They ain't really
thing.
starting no magic like that.
Yeah.
Or Pistol Pete
Yeah.
Maravich and
I'm not
that
gonna
nigga, you know
stop.
what
I'm
I'm
not
saying?
gonna
See, that's
stop.
what I'm saying.
But
But
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I just want to see good basketball.
I'm gonna be
I didn't care
honest,
who
but
it
Mark,
was.
you old brother. I'm
I'm saying when I was 13. When I was
know, but
13,
when
I
you
wanted
were
to see
13,
good
who did you
basketball.
want?
You ain't watching
Joy
no
was
fucking
rap.
Jerry West.
Did you watch Jerry West?
I mean,
Bill
that
Russell.
wasn't
Did you watch
basketball.
Bill Russell?
That wasn't basketball.
What you mean?
But for the niggas that was there when it was
You can't say.
Every generation do this.
I know what y'all saying.
Will
but
Chamberlain.
I just
Watch
don't
Will.
know.
I don't know what to do after that one.
I
Pistol
don't know,
Pete
man.
for basketball.
You answered this one right there.
What I'm saying is, y'all know what I'm talking about, man.
I know, but
Yes,
you
I
trying
do.
to act like y'all know what we talking
No,
about.
I know what y'all saying, man, but like y'all trying to tell me,
Yeah, what?
okay, we all know when basketball changed. That Pistol Pete shit and Wilt Chamberlain.
Pistol Pete, they do shit
was-
he do
It
now.
was basketball, but that is not the same basketball.
Kids now don't even. Bro, the kids
That
now don't even
basketball you
watch.
call
They
that.
wouldn't even
It's
watch
not-
Penny Hardaway play, bro.
Yeah, but that's what
Man,
I'm saying. Like the
look.
kids now, they say the shit that Jordan was doing. Like I be on
That shit,
Twitter.
oh yeah.
Hold up, like I be on Twitter, like looking at these comments and shit, and they be like, "Nigga, y'all be hyped over Jordan hanging in the air doing this." Like niggas do that shit all the time now.
Yeah.
Nobody want to see this no
I
more.
saw a dude
Like it's
say-
a whole lot of niggas be saying that now, and I don't get it.
Look, okay,
I
use this as an example
This is true.
right
I saw
here.
somebody say the one hand pump fake, you had to be a damn dummy to fall for it. I
Look.
swear to God.
this is how I will put it. I just lost
What?
my whole train of thought when you said that.
I mean, that one hand pass, you had to
All
be a
I'm
damn
saying
dummy to
is,
go for it.
okay,
What?
if I set somebody who actually knows the game of basketball,
listening.
like
Yeah.
as far as like somebody that's interested in playing and played the Last Dance, you can tell looking at those clips the type player Jordan was.
Jordan moves
I
ain't
can't
gonna
look
help
at
him.
I can't look at
How
them
Jordan
Kareem
moves gonna help
Abdul. Look, Skyhook, that shit was boring, man.
But
Nobody
that's
wanna
the
see that shit.
fundamentals of the game.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody want, man. You
That's the fundamentals of the game, Martin.
What,
You shoot, you hit the square of the backboard.
Man,
if
that ain't
you do
no-
good, you hit that square. That's the
Can't nobody else do the
sky.
Skyhook but him.
That's
He
the
first of all can do it.
fundamentals of
You
the
holler
game.
at. Reason I holler at Pistol Pete because Pistol Pete was before his time.
Yeah.
Pistol Pete dribbled between his legs, behind his back, no good passes, did all that shit we see now. That's all famous and shit. We seen that before, like. But in our era, we just know what we know. Basketball, just I don't know. It is like more
It's
to
like-
say
it's
about
like
music.
music. It's like
it's just like I can
Oh,
say,
Lord, don't go
pop, big, all this shit. Oh yeah, they was. Man, these niggas now gonna go, nigga. They ain't shit.
I don't wanna hear that
Dirty
nursery rhyme
Devin
shit.
Booker, nigga. Devin Booker better than gonna hear shit like that.
Yeah, you gonna hear it. That's why I don't know how to tell you. It's
Isaiah
like,
Thomas, no, they gonna name another nigga.
yeah, ain't no kid gonna do.
They don't know.
The Big Three is a niche group.
Yeah.
It's for us to see our hero. That's what he made it for. It's for us to see our heroes still get to play without.
See, that's
No,
And
it
right
ain't
now
no
we
see
ain't
that.
got
That's what
he,
it's
right now he ain't
for.
got a whole bunch of them in there because
But
a
see,
lot
that's
of
the
them
thing,
are the
like,
retired
I
guys
understand- I
that
understand
that was
what he
lesser
made it
known
for.
or that you really didn't give a fuck
And then
about.
some of them done went across seas.
I mean,
like
I
the
know, we
white
know him, but
Yeah, yeah.
Kimber. All of, and now overseas is snatching
Yeah.
because, for instance, I just seen a post about Marbury.
Dwight weird ass.
Marbury be over there so fucking happy. That
Hell
nigga is
yeah.
like
That nigga like a fucking king over there, boy.
They on there.
They made a whole
Got a
monument.
statue.
They know. They
Women
got a
out
whole
there
museum
love
for
this
that nigga.
yeah.
A whole museum for they gonna
He
start
ain't
with
walk
Marbury
like
in
that.
China.
No.
He said, "Fuck the NBA." I don't blame him. The money he made over there.
But see, that's, I mean, it's gonna boy that part. I get, you know, at some point you gonna choose money over.
It ain't even money, it's happiness. And it ain't even
Money
money.
is happiness. Shit,
He
you can get a lot
said,
of
no,
money to play
for
on Chicago.
him, it's the fact of
They wanted him to
they
play.
want
Respect
me.
him.
The league pushes you out
Yep.
once they need a new star. You are gone. Just like your boy ended a lot of people's careers.
I ain't
Golden
gonna go
State
that
ended
far.
people's careers early. I'm sorry. I keep saying Okafor, but Okafor's footwork
I mean,
was good.
Elite
The
now.
nigga was a post up.
Okafor was elite,
If he
man.
was in the 80s and 90s, he would eat.
He was elite.
Hold on,
He would eat.
I gotta disagree with that. Let me tell
And
you
you
something.
are.
Oh no,
man.
not. I'm not talking about this football. I'm just saying, look, you play ball, man. They
You
gonna
can-
find a spot for you.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will.
No, they
They
will
will
not.
find. They will
They
find you a
won't.
spot if you are a legit baller and you got the right attitude. They gonna
What
find a
about Jimmy
spot for you.
Fredette?
Man, he was a one-trick pony.
What? This the trick y'all do now.
What?
Shoot from everywhere.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like he can dribble.
Man, did you watch this
Did
man?
you watch Klay
Not
Thompson
really.
not take not one dribble and shoot it?
He said he didn't watch it. He about to get me out like, hold on now.
He did say,
I
"Oh,
mean, I know who it is, But for the most part, come on, man. Like,
If the league is politics, like it's anytime money involved is always politics. Is always
but if you are a producing player, especially, come on, man. Like,
what about Joe Johnson? That nigga is still hoop.
Joe Johnson kept getting injured.
Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
That was politics in that, from what I understand.
So it ain't about you balling.
Motherfucking Mobley. What's his name? Is Tino Mobley?
Tino Mobley.
Tino Mobley can play
religion, when his religion.
Who?
It
was the same kind of shit they did with Kyrie. Kyrie was about to
Kyrie is about to get out.
Yeah, he on his ass.
Kyrie this is
3
last
years.
Yeah. This is last year. Like, even though I feel like he is one of my favorite point guards.
I give him 3 years. It's rap.
He on his way out.
Kyrie's done.
But if they don't have if they done with you, they done with you. If they can be done with you before you even get to that motherfucker. For instance, Michael Beasley. Michael Beasley can motherfucking give you buckets.
Yeah,
He
mental
smoke
issues.
weed.
Didn't
Okay, and
Yeah, mental issues. I'm just saying what they said, man. I'm just throwing it out there.
He had those when he was in Miami. Because he was young.
yeah, it was not.
But when he got to New York and they labeled him because he smoked weed, he kept failing his drug test.
Yeah, they labeled him.
I mean, now they can
It's not
smoke
about
weed.
hooping.
And then you miss Lamar Odom.
Yeah.
Now they can smoke weed.
Yeah,
Yeah, they can smoke weed now, but I'm saying at the time frame, that was something like they said, pushing you
That's
out.
why I'm like, man.
I mean, what? They had a rule and you was always high. Come on now.
But I'm saying
You can't
it's not
go
like
against the
the
I'm
rules.
not saying that, but I'm saying you say it's about hooping. It ain't always about hooping. You can get pushed out of the league when they ready to get your ass up out there. It just is what it is.
Everybody out of named had a reason that they got pushed out the league too. Like everybody had a reason.
But
I mean,
every
we
reason
talking
ain't
about
justified,
somebody. True. I ain't gonna say that. But everybody had a little.
That's all I was
like, okay, he got kicked out because of this too. You know, I ain't saying.
Well, I'm just saying.
Like,
but you got to realize though.
Like Latrell Sprewell.
Okay,
Didn't he choke somebody?
Because let me explain. So Mark, you gotta quit. You gotta realize though, you like the purity of the game that you grew up with. Just like in music, I know I'm old, but I can dibble dabble. I like Lil Durky a little bit, you know. I can listen to a little bit.
I can't
But
listen to 3 minutes.
I know my place. I just love music, period. Just like new Travis came out, I like it. But I know my place. It's like in basketball, I know my
I can't
place.
remember the last time I even turned the radio on. If it ain't on my playlist.
But see, in basketball, I know my place. When I look at, just like somebody asked me who your favorite point guards, and I already be like, I like point guards who really are point guards. And he ain't got to score a bunch of points, but I want to see the flash. I want to see the leadership shit. I like that. I want to see you get everybody involved. That's my kind of point guard.
I just want to see a baller. I don't care what position. Like if you that dude,
But I'm just saying,
I'm with it.
The way that I look at ball and digest is different from these young kids. These young kids don't give a damn. They don't. Jordan to them.
I mean, they
don't know Jordan like he know Jordan, Mark.
They know the shoes.
They know the shoes, and the shoes is just hip hop fashion. That's
but
it.
my thing, like,
And it ain't even old school.
I
They
just
don't even like the
I just
fucking
don't understand
the OG shits no more. The OG
Like,
shits drop. They like fuck that. I'm
to be
good.
good at something, you gotta know the history of it. You know what I'm saying?
With
Not
that,
necessarily.
not necessarily.
To be that guy, you do.
But
Sort of, kind of.
But
You gotta be that dude.
history? What's history?
How far you got to go
What's
back?
history?
I mean, history.
If I'm born in
To me,
2000
history is
if I'm
what
born
you
in
make.
2002, do I got to go back to
Back to the
80?
1980s.
Nah, man.
I mean, I
I'm
feel
saying
like-
more so of.
I feel
Like
the
I said,
same.
y'all
way.
know when basketball really began, man. Y'all know when
but
it
we
began.
can't go off of us.
Back in the
We
day,
can't go off
Naismith.
us.
No.
We can't go off
Well,
us.
okay, you
I'm
going
talking
off
about-
of you,
I'm talking
Mark.
about when the basketball that everybody
No,
watch and love.
that's not everybody out.
I mean,
Kyle
If
Dean.
I was born,
Dean.
oh yeah, if you ask my
Ed
dad
Dean.
and you say something about it, and you be like, okay, so man, what's basketball? Boy, Irvin.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can see going back to
Cause you think
Dr.
that
J.
shit work now to me?
Dr. J.
Man, no, his head was that shit. If you think they gonna let a nigga do that, crazy as hell.
Hey man,
Who gonna let a nigga go around that? Man,
They don't play defense
they
at that
kicking that
age.
shit out the rim.
they don't play. It ain't like that. I mean, I don't think it's that advanced.
But to me, it ain't the fact that you gotta do it. It's the fact that you gotta know why it was good, how effective it was back then, and where the game evolved from that point on. You get what I'm saying? Like the shit now wouldn't be there if that shit wasn't going on.
But check this out. Check this out. Check this out though. Check this out. If I was born, I'm born in 2002. I don't need to know how that shit happened in that because it ain't gonna. I can't use it anyhow.
But what I'm saying is you don't need it. But if you got it, you gonna be better than all these other motherfuckers out there.
What move in the motherfucking?
You ain't got to use it. You got to know it. That's what I'm saying.
Why you got to know it if you can't use it?
That's it.
Look, man, let me tell you something.
Videos on YouTube,
Period.
and people was talking about they went back to watch like Michael Jordan, and it's in our era now. This age,
Oh yeah.
they watch. Man, how he do that? Man, this is amazing to me. But if they don't go back to watch and actually get their history, they ain't gonna know that.
But in our era, we know Michael though.
But I'm just talking about now.
In our era,
Yeah, we
go back to Irvin.
Yeah.
We go back to Pistol P. And it's like, okay, damn. That's where. This is why Jordan. This is where Jordan got this shit from. This is where Magic got this shit from.
See, it's like this. Look.
Because if you ask Jordan, he gonna tell you I was looking at these niggas.
The game, though, man. Like you gotta go in. Like it's also a mental side that you can get from
listen,
it.
Mark. But listen, that's true. I can still respect you and not give a damn about what you did. I just respect the fact of your position in this sport.
I respect the fact that everybody talks about you.
I respect you. That's how they look at it. These kids look
that's
at
all it is now.
Yeah, it's respect.
I mean, because
I respect.
like I said, man.
They'll be like, I respect Jordan.
Look, when
But let's be honest. I know we have these talks. Who's number one all time? The reason why it's like that is because I respect Jordan, but then some people be like, well,
some people gonna say Chamberlain.
I like LeBron.
I mean,
I like Curry. Some of these kids look at your nigga and be like, he the greatest
some of it
of all
is
time.
it's just
To them, that's what they know.
Curry number one.
In my opinion.
Yeah, he is.
Some of that is just ignorant.
No,
you
it's
know
not.
What I'm saying?
No, it's not. You know what
it's
it
one
is?
of those where, like, look,
When you went on the playground, cuz, who did you picture yourself to be?
Jordan.
you talking about playing basketball?
Playing basketball. And when you were little.
MJ.
Okay, they don't go on the playground imitating him. They gonna play there imitating your nigga.
Right.
That's why they
understand
shoot man.
You wanna know the real fucked up part about it?
About the Looney Tunes. They think LeBron is Space Jam.
Yeah, they do. Ass farm.
You want to know the real fucked up part about it? Don't none of these motherfuckers give a fuck about Jerry West.
No.
And he the goddamn logo. And he the goddamn logo.
It should be
You see what I'm saying?
It should be the logo now. But
that's the wild shit about it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't MJ, it ain't none of these folks we done talked about. Jerry West is the fucking logo, and they don't give a fuck about not shit he ever did.
You ask a nigga who Jerry West is.
Shit, I don't know.
Some of them are like, oh, ain't he the logo?
You ask a nigga who Jerry West is, I don't know who's the best on ball. Yeah, the ball. You see the shoes? See the shoes? I got
see that chain he had on? He bought that new chain.
They don't care.
Them are their idols.
But see, that what I mean is like that's just the people that like.
No, these are the
people that's teaching the game.
Like, no, you got the category like they don't know.
If I'm gonna teach a kid basketball, I'm gonna give them a good foundation.
And he gonna listen, but he gonna be like, you know what, sir?
So a good foundation. What was a good foundation before Jordan even got here?
Isaiah. But that was almost the same. I mean, if you talk about, I have to go based off what I'm saying.
That's how they don't think.
But no, it's still not the same.
They don't think the same way.
We're not saying nobody's greater than Jordan, but to them,
I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when basketball started being on every freaking channel every night. It was not always like that. You couldn't turn on the TV and see basketball.
That was when Jordan came.
I'm saying when Jordan came in, basketball hit the market. That's what I'm not saying it wasn't created.
But we talking about the knowledge of the game, though.
The accessibility of the game.
But
when you can turn it on.
That's not all Jordan. That's not all Jordan, because that is
But that's when it took off.
David Stern and
That's when it
his
took
plan.
off.
It is a plan.
That's when it took off.
Yes, okay. I
That
give
was
you
his
that.
plan.
But
We talking about the knowledge of the game. And who is good, and if you ask my daddy, then you say damn Jordan, like, ain't gonna be like, no.
if you ask the nigga from
Iceman Gervin, they gonna name
Man,
you ask the nigga
like, God, no.
You ask the nigga from New York City
I'm like,
who they GOAT was, and they might say Willis Reed, Earl. They might say Earl. They might say them for North King, but
So you can't expect a nigga that was born in 2003 to be like, hell, Jordan was on his. Jordan played for the Wizards, man. 2000. That nigga gone. He didn't even pay attention. He's still a baby. He didn't probably know that till he was down 8 years old. Now 8 years old. Now let's see who the man down.
And you know what's wrong?
You see what I'm saying?
They buy his shoes. We know the story behind them bitches.
No, they don't care.
They just buy
know.
Hey, I like them red black ones.
Odell Beckham had them on the Fashion Week. Yeah, Fashion Week. And now that's passing away because now they buying the designer. Let me get them Dolce & Gabbana, them platforms.
Them Jordans is old, man. They ain't nothing. And then on top of that,
designers.
That's why they doing collabs and sell Jordans.
Yeah.
Like the OG colors don't even get sold no more.
No, you gotta have
Like
off-white.
for the young niggas.
But everything they want came from one person. It came from. Is it the shoes? I mean, y'all remember the commercials?
I've been told you this. It was a fucking God. It was God gifted. It was
just
him
that
plus.
one moment.
Without the shoes,
It was the moment.
I get that.
without
but
the
that's what I'm
shoes,
saying.
Jordan would
His
just be an
legend
average nigga to these records. Without the shoes,
I mean, I'm not
He would just
disagreeing with what y'all
Michael
saying.
Jordan played for the
I'm
Bulls.
just saying the ignorant part comes in. It's like everybody act like you always been able to just turn. Like even when Dr. J and them was playing, you couldn't watch them.
So what? I mean, it's radio.
You ain't have access.
Radio.
Man, ain't nobody listening to damn radio.
I mean, that's
Well, you could. Everybody had TV.
they never heard the game.
We didn't have TVs like that. We had the radio.
You had to have an imagination.
But listen,
to the radio. It's
Radio.
what
This
the
is
fuck
my
is
thing.
that?
His
Oh my
afro,
goodness,
his afro scraped the bottom of the rim, so they know.
How the person describe
Legend.
nice layup.
The commentators had to be really good back then.
Legends are legends, and they'll live forever. But that don't make them the top of the top. Just like it's like. And we laughing and joking about like kids don't know Black history because you can get taught it. Like I was taught Martin and shit like that. But then there's some kids now don't know that shit. They know about him. They know he a legend. They know he on my church fan. That's the only thing my school books talk about.
See, that's why that little ass need to go to college.
They'll be like, Jay-Z be for the people.
know what?
That'll freak me out, man. If I'm in high school in 2046 or something, and
you know what
in
I was
the history they talking about the shit that happened, and I'm like, oh,
all right.
shit.
So new rules.
Yeah, wait till your kids get in high school.
Barack Obama is the new Martin Luther King.
When the athlete
Daddy,
comes to
tell us
college,
about
guess what you gotta learn? You gotta watch the history of goddamn basketball.
The history of basketball don't start with Jordan.
I'm just saying, like,
Both of them questions wrong.
they don't know econ and all of that.
Can the
Guess
people
what?
get out? Hell
You taking the test on the 1980s basketball. You taking the
But
test on
basketball didn't start in the
1970s.
80s.
You taking basketball on 1960s.
Why do you like the 80s so much?
Before you
Because
come to
was
the
born
NBA.
then.
See,
You gotta pass these tests.
He know that. He just
You gotta
want to
pass
argue.
these tests.
My information stuff. I know the 80s because I knew some of them.
I don't really know.
I like
that.
the Lakers. I like the Lakers. So I had to know that Magic was the man.
Yeah, he was.
So past that, I really kicked in the 90s.
So
And
that's what
but
he
now the 70s, I left that out. No shit about it.
I don't either.
But that's wrong. You don't study. You ain't a student to the game then.
It's not true.
How Mark?
It's not true.
Mark ain't gonna
Now,
come
you're
when
not-
the
he's not
game
gonna get-
took
he's
off.
trying to get you
When the game took off was when I was born.
See?
That's when it was accessible.
No.
Like, I'm not lying.
So,
That's
have you heard me
really-
say my knowledge of the game started in '96?
That's when it started.
So I don't know the rest.
Not really.
All right, then you don't know the '70s.
Look, man. Basketball was on TV when I was little.
What do
Before
that got
me?
to do with the game? That's just the
I'm trying to tell you,
commercialization of the game.
That's
when the game made money.
That's
Okay.
when it was really like.
That's when you
told me to do, I'm done after this. You told me, you said, I like the man. If you're a hooper, you're a hooper. When they listen to that radio and they hear fucking butt Michigan got 78,000 points, he the man.
Who?
I don't know. I went back in the 70s. I just gave a name.
Oh, I was like, you lost me. That's why I was like, wait, what are we talking about?
No, because you.
I ain't had no plan to say today.
Look, man.
You say butt Michigan.
You do know people from said whip 100 point, 100
I mean, I'm not saying I
He
don't
the man.
know.
They ain't even saw that nigga.
I don't know.
They just know that.
Like when you call out the
He the man.
if you got, I know the player. I don't know what era they were
Bill
in.
Russell.
Bill
He the man.
I don't know what
This
he played
black
though.
dude done
Was it in
he had 7 blocks.
1929? I don't know.
1960.
60s.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know the years. I know the players, but I can tell you what year they
George
played.
German, Iceman.
You know, I
2023 players and people ain't gonna know that. Just don't tell you.
You say Dr. J? Dr. J was 70s and the 80s.
I know Dr. J. I mean, Dr. J was a legend.
There you
The
go.
only reason I know Dr. J.
What about
is
the
because
what
I
about
know
the
who
good
Michael
role
Jordan
players?
is.
See, it's more than what about the good role players too?
It wasn't no such thing.
Bob Cousy.
I don't think it
Bob
was
Cousy.
really. It was just the
Cornbread
it was the
Maxwell.
team back then.
Cornbread Maxwell.
James Worthy.
You get it. See, but that was in the early 80s though. So that where it
Slick-
took off. What
Slick
are we
up.
talking about?
Role play. He was
Yeah.
talking about damn role
No.
players. That was.
I mean, but I'm saying way back, you know,
Come on, man.
you got other players on the court, but let's be real.
Sweet Lou Henderson.
Ain't nobody gonna remember Mario Chalmers.
I do.
I mean, I'm just saying.
He part of the,
In the grand scheme of
He is a championship point guard.
in the grand scheme, you know, like, cause nobody really mentioned B.J. Armstrong. And he was really- you know,
that nigga came to Charlotte and they go hell fuck Jordan up and then Jordan whooped his ass.
I like so. Yeah,
But I mean, you gotta.
I get it.
Look, I ain't arguing no more. You know, that's why I ain't even saying nothing no more.
You gotta know the history.
That one went
You
good
keep
too.
saying no, the history.
gotta-
That
you
like
gotta know.
history started in '80, like the whole world just started in '80.
Not the whole world, but
I mean,
when basketball became
the
an
world
idol.
of basketball, like and
Basketball became an idol once it was created.
I don't know.
It became a TV.
Then that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I
Like,
said.
when you came to like
So we like
basketball,
kick the radio out the damn door.
when
No,
the world,
not like
when the
that,
world
man.
got
Like,
it, it became the world.
Keep the radio.
y'all
told
And
me.
the
Y'all
world didn't come
proving my
into
point.
it until
You
MJ
told
came
me
in.
if you the man.
The rest of the world,
No, rest
What type of players he said he
Yeah,
liked?
it was global.
He said he liked the players that can get buckets. All I had to hear on the radio
It was
that the nigga
globalized,
scored 90
MJ.
points.
I mean, come on now. Like
That's the man.
most, like all of those people, most people didn't even get to see it. You got to go back
The radio.
in the 1980s.
Radio.
It was more people that got to
Radio
see
is
it.
information.
Tell me I'm wrong. It was more people that got to see it.
Radio is
That's
information.
just what it is.
So you gotta see it to believe
That's why you got so many Dallas Cowboys.
You
fans.
gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah. Sometimes you do.
No, see, you
sometimes-
just moved it. You
Now
said
you just
sometimes.
raised. Now you just raised, man.
I mean, because I can come up with a bunch of examples. I can tell you this girl got a fat ass.
No,
You gotta see that shit.
No.
You gotta see that shit to believe it.
With that little
Ron, you know what I'm talking about now. Am I
But
right?
let me tell you that. So if I tell a dude if I tell a kid that's probably, like I say, born in 2023, Will Chambers score 100 points, he ain't gonna believe he can't see it.
I mean, do you believe it?
With that little white
I
girl,
believe it.
with that little white girl, with that white girl on the airplane, said that motherfucker right there is not real.
It's like, look, man, it's like, hey. It's one of those.
Oh man, damn, we got it in today. I like that shit.
Like, look,
I
man.
like this shit today.
Nah,
Niggas got heated.
1980s basketball began.
Highlights. Mark is an all-time Golden State.
No.
that he's gonna
He's
be
a homer.
That's number one.
No, I told y'all up front,
Man, stand
man.
up for your fandom,
I told y'all
Look, man,
from
you-
number
you-
one. That's not. That is
Stand
not
up
a
for your
yes.
fandom. Who's
That's
not
not-
better than Jason?
I'm cut y'all off, man, because y'all keep going in. Y'all gonna keep bringing shit back up. We done. We done. Finito. Finish.
I stand in back.
Hey,
Hornets is one of the up and coming teams.
I
Coming
appreciate
up.
y'all.
Stand in.
I appreciate y'all getting so passionate about this shit today. Bring this heat the next time too. Cause we getting in. We getting it in next time. We bringing it right back to this spot. Getting it in. So next time, till next time, holla at y'all, man.
Peace out.
Yeah.